We're working to learn more about the man who investigators say is responsible for the mass shooting at Brown University and the murder of an MIT professor in Brookline. Police track Claudio Manuel Neves Valente to a storage unit in Salem, New Hampshire, where they say he took his own life. Now, one of the big remaining questions, of course, his motive.
FBI SWAT team members found the suspect's body inside of a storage unit, dead from an apparent self-inflicted gunshot wound. Officials say the tip that finally cracked this case was about the car the suspect rented. A dramatic end Thursday night to a 6-day search for the man wanted for a mass shooting at Brown University and the murder of an MIT professor 2 days later.
A lot has been redacted to protect the victims. So far, from what we've seen, there are many, many photos without any context, location, or time. The record should include about 2 decades worth of government investigations into Epstein's sexual abuse, like grand jury testimony, immunity deals, sealed settlements, why Epstein got a sweetheart deal in Florida, and sensitive information like the end of Maxwell's trial. That was Epstein's accomplice, Ghislaine Maxwell, discussing the victims, girls as young as 14 who were recruited from broken homes.
There we are. Hey guys, welcome back to Resistance Chicks. We're your hosts, Leah and Michelle. Today is Friday, which means it's headline news show day. And we are here, and Leah is having a technical malfunction right before we go live, so we're trying to fix it.
Always happens.
Oh, look, there you found it.
No.
You found something. Let me see your earbud.
There it is.
We pop something? No. I just said pop this on here.
It doesn't have it. It's not big enough.
It's not.
Nope.
Shoot. Oh, you lost like the whole thing.
No, I just lost a little booger.
I know, but it should have a universal fitting thing on there. No, I guess not.
That
yeah,
booger
we'll have
is
to find it later.
not working today.
This is the second show this week you've mentioned the word booger. Is there something you would like to tell the rest of the class about?
I like the word.
You like the word booger?
Yeah, I do.
Okay.
I
All
do.
right. Hey guys, welcome back to the show with the sisters that like the word booger. At least one of us does. I would not be that one.
You don't.
We're
This
going to
isn't
talk
working.
about.
I'm too hot.
Just take it off. You don't need it. No, your hair looks nice like that. You know, you look like Jan Brady
Myself.
with like curly hair.
Okay.
All right. So the booger we are going to talk about.
I try
Epstein.
so hard to be different.
You know what? You are definitely that. Like 1,000%.
Different than plain. That's what I try to be. That's me. That's me, Joe. Yo.
Check.
Michelle.
What?
You turned me up.
No, I didn't.
Sister.
And 2 again. I guess I should. So first of all, everybody needs to remind me that I'm 3. And second of all, you need to remind me that if it's not getting any louder, you don't need to turn it up more loud for me to hear it.
I need my ear back.
When you said that's me, I was like, what's she talking about?
What's
I'm
she
trying to
talking
mess
about?
with the audio. Most professional show that is on the internet. I don't know how many times I've told you guys that, and I shouldn't have to tell you because you already know. You tell all your friends, I watch this show. You need to watch it. It's the most professional news show on the internet. I'm sure that's how you describe us to all your friends. So welcome back to the most professional news show on the internet.
Welcome back.
Tonight we're going to talk about, which includes and is not limited to, Jeffrey Epstein's files.
Oh my gosh, I can't even. I don't
Have
even
you
know
seen
what
the
I'm gonna
pictures?
do. I have seen many that I should not.
Some people are coming out like, dude, these
have
pictures
seen.
were already out. And I'm like, dude, I ain't seen none of these. There was only one that I have seen. One of them I have seen before. I have not seen. And here's
Have you already looked at the? When did you look at them?
When I was for getting the show ready. I've got some of them on the thumbnail today. Did you see the one of Steve Bannon?
Just sitting in the office?
Yeah, but I'm just saying. Now I know
That's an older one.
I know that Steve was trying to interview Jeffrey Epstein.
was
I think
doing
that's what
something. I
that
don't
picture
really
is.
know. It was
But
weird.
the fact that it's in the files is weird
Yeah.
to me. There's a lot of pictures of him with females of the younger persuasion. Now, y'all can come at me and say, well, you know, they were over 18. Okay, that's fine. Here's the thing that I want to say to everybody here. Okay? Two things on the Jeffrey Epstein thing, and then we're going to get into the next topic, which is also serious. I don't care if these girls are technically over 18.
What the heck? Yeah.
What I
This
mean,
is- there's
he
there
was a
are crimes
sexual
happening here.
addict, and he was bringing all of these huge men from around the world to his island for sex.
Yeah.
Forget the fact that, don't forget it, but you know what I mean? Like, let's start with that. Stop trying to defend the fact, well, they were over 18. What were you doing bringing all these people over for all these sexual orgies for pay? That's also illegal.
It is, yes.
Okay? So I want to just start right there. We're starting right there. And if Trump is involved with any of that, which in some of the pictures it seems, just saying. Okay, so there's that. The second thing I want to say, because most of you all agree with me on what I just said, but the second thing I want to say is that you may not agree with me on this one. Everywhere I look, I'm still seeing Jeffrey Epstein didn't kill himself. Jeffrey Epstein was murdered. Y'all need to be very, very careful not to victimize this man.
I know, isn't it? Yeah.
Stop it. Stop it. Just here's the thing. I was all on board with the Epstein didn't kill himself bandwagon until y'all started propping him up like he's some sort of hero. Yeah. And third and fourth and fifth of all,
20th.
if you are right,
If you're right.
did Jeffrey Epstein even get killed? I don't know. I don't know. I don't. I think he did. I think he was killed, and I don't think he killed himself. But it really turns the narrative on its head if he didn't. And what I mean by that is then he's not your victim anymore, is he? And what are you going to do then? Because he's not a victim. He is, even if he was murdered, he still doesn't, he's still not, and you go, oh, Michelle, he's a victim of murder. We'll leave that for the Lord to judge. But he's still not a victim. It doesn't make him a good guy. Okay? Okay, maybe it makes him a victim, quote unquote, of murder. But not the way that I'm just saying people have turned him into a hero.
Yeah, I threw up in my mouth. The pictures in his room, in the rooms.
This man is such a yucky monster.
It's a sadistic child porn world of every room had a naked painting in it. Like, paintings are better, you know, and prepubescent children and naked children, and it's all to continue on this charade.
And I'm refusing to participate. That's what I want to say about all that. Now, let's move on to Brown University. So this guy that is the suspect has been found dead in a storage unit, apparently having shot himself.
Apparently, yeah.
He shot himself in a storage unit?
Yeah.
Is that a commonplace for suicide? I'm just asking. I just want to know. I'm just asking. Is that a commonplace
I don't know.
for suicide? And does this type of person commit suicide? Or is it possible that more people are involved? I got questions.
I have questions.
He was given a green card. Now, Trump has revoked the, what is it called? The aliens? No, not aliens. Let's get it exactly here. The suspension of the U.S. Green and Diversity Lottery. the fact that that was even in place here,
Yeah.
if this was under normal circumstances of like any kind of other murder, the people involved would be kind of held accountable here.
Yeah.
You allowed this murderer to do XYZ. So now we have the US government essentially allowing these people to commit murder. That's what they're doing. So I'm to Trump's credit, he ordered this suspension. It's going to have to be passed by Congress and the Senate.
Mm-hmm.
That this suspension, A, it's just a suspension. B, it holds no water for the next administration, along with so many of the other things that Trump is doing, by the way. All right. And I understand that Trump can't do everything with this pen in his phone, and we have to hold our congressmen and senators accountable. But that being said, I just feel like Trump's doing the easy things, like just sign it, just sign it, just sign it, just sign it. Okay, but we need you to influence the lawmakers to take the things that you are doing that are good, some of them, and make them into law. Okay? Because as of right now, Trump is holding tremendous amounts of sway in the House and Senate, by the way, and if you did not know. So don't come at me with this, well, Trump can't do it because...
Right.
Dude, that man, he's got the power.
Right.
He's getting a ton of stuff done that we don't want him to do. Okay? So I'm just throwing that out there. All right. So, Leah, do you mind if I take a commercial break before we get started?
You go right ahead. Yeah.
All right. So let me pull up so I can see what we're doing here. I got a package in the mail today.
Oh.
I waited.
I know what it is.
I waited for you guys. Is Kimberly in the chat? I want to see if I hope she's here. I don't know if she's here yet. Should I wait till she gets here?
No, just go ahead.
Okay. Kimberly Wenzel. Y'all know I talk about her all the time. So she's the butterfly lady. Like, she does butterflies. Like, it's not just that she's a photographer. Okay. She's known as the Butler Butterfly Lady on Facebook. You can find her. I think that's her saying. I think she has a handle on Instagram too. Oh, there she is, raising her hand. Okay, so I've been telling you guys about the calendar. Oh, there's more than the calendar in here. I'm gonna do the calendar first.
Oh,
2026
so these are
butterflies.
pictures. Now remember that Kim took herself.
Okay, all photos by Kimberly Wenzel. You can find her on Facebook as the Butler Butterfly Lady. You guys can order these calendars. I am working very hard on ours. In the meantime, please, please, please order these. This is like nice. Like, I want to make sure ours is like that nice. It's
Maybe
like
you can get the same printer.
Oh my gosh, look at that. So Kim, I don't know, am I allowed to show more than one picture? Because I don't want to like give it all away. But like, that's beautiful. That is like so,
how do you find them?
Beautiful. Okay, so this is so cool. This is matte on one side and glossy, super thick, like thick, nice paper. Oh my gosh. And they have names. This is the Pipe Vine Swallowtail. Kimberly. So beautiful. Like, this is gorgeous. Like, this is really high quality. I want to go with the same printer that you got for our calendar. Oh my gosh. So nice. So nice. That's orange sulfur. We can read.
So is it just
that
sulfur?
made me spit. I'm gonna wipe my lips. I don't want to touch it now. It touched my lipstick. I never wear lipstick. I did today.
Ooh,
oh my gosh!
look at
What
that.
in the world? Is that some sort of zebra?
It's a zebra
It says zebra
swallowtail.
swallow. Michelle knows stuff. Mm-hmm. I can guess what. Because if I was naming butterflies, okay. So you guys can get this at butlerbutterflylady@gmail.com.
How do you find them?
Look how pretty that is. Butterflylady@gmail.com. Henry's Elfin. Oh, that's
how
so
cool.
cool.
They're just...
Oh, this is one I saw on Facebook. The giant
swallowtail.
swallowtail.
Is there like a butterfly like tracking app?
To figure out like what kind they are. Okay, I'm only going to show you all one more.
Oh, wow.
This is called the Painted Lady.
I've seen those around, but I've never been able to get a picture.
Okay, I'm not showing them all.
Do you like stun gun them to make them stop flying?
Oh, I don't even want to show you all this one.
Do it. That is gorgeous.
Eastern Tiger Swallowtail.
Oh, wow.
Stop it. Okay, so please get these calendars. Be patient for ours. In the meantime, go to Butler Butterfly or email Kimberly at butlerbutterflylady@gmail.com. I'm not going to give her phone number out, but it is on the back of this calendar. So this is amazing. So beautiful. She says, I raised some and I chased some. That's awesome.
You raised some.
That's what I'm saying. She's the butterfly lady. She ain't just take pictures
I
of
didn't know
them.
that.
Yeah, no, she's like for real. She's butterfly lady. So cool. So anyway, I could not wait to open this. So I brought it down here for the show. So I've been hanging on to that since it came in the mail. And it came super fast. Oh, wait. Not done. Because there's more. I did not order this. Stop it. Oh my gosh. Oh, these are gorgeous. Are these photos of yours? Kim, now I gotta open them. Unexpected was this. Okay, so may your life be like a wildflower, growing freely in the beauty and joy of each day. Look at this card.
Wonderful.
Look at these. Can people order these from you? Do they have a saying inside? Oh, yeah, it is by Kimberly. Oh, please tell me they can order these. She says, read the card. Do I need to read in? Oh, the card. Okay.
Ooh,
The card
one.
that she put here. Hang on. Just wait a minute. I went out of order. Look at that. So pretty. Look how pretty. Wait. Look how pretty. All right. Included are some cards I had made of my photos for you to use in your general store. Oh, orders. So when I send thank yous, thank you. That's so nice of you. So some of you guys are going to get these for my thank you cards. I hope you like them. I love them. Therefore, if anyone is in Christ, he is a new creation. The old has passed away. Behold, the new has come true. 2 Corinthians 5:17. Michelle, thank you for purchasing a 2026 calendar from me. Your support means more than you can possibly know. I pray that this calendar will bless you every day throughout 2026 in Christ. Kimberly Butler, Butterfly Lady. This is so nice. Kimberly, yeah.
So we have another set while we were doing that of thank you cards we should show.
From Ginny, yeah. So do you guys remember when Leah's just reminding me, Kim, these are amazing. Thank you. And you would be amazed at how many of these I go through. So these are phenomenal. So thank you. Right now, everybody's getting Christmas cards. But Ginny.
And we still have Healing for the Fashion Soul books to give away.
You mean the prayers that shake heaven and earth?
Yeah, we got 3 of them.
Right. We're giving those away once a month with every collection, which, by the way, if you guys have not signed up for the giveaway in January, please send me an email at massfaith33@gmail.com.
So if you guys don't get a thank you card with the butterflies on it,
you will after Christmas, because right now I'm doing Christmas cards.
Ginny has made these.
They are gorgeous, and look at them. They
Stamps.
have little. That's like I can't really see that. That's gold. It's gold,
There's blue,
and they have little. They
And
have two.
pink.
They have our 2 little chicks on the back. Isn't that nice?
and then this is
So
my,
I actually asked her for these,
and this is my favorite color.
and I asked her if I could buy them, and you know what she said?
What?
She said, "Well, we could just barter."
Okay.
So I haven't even emailed her back yet since she sent these. So look at the back of the cards, the envelopes.
They have little chicks
They
on
have
them.
little chicks on them. Isn't that the cutest? So she made me 4 packs of these. I don't know even how many are in a pack, but she sent me a ton. So, and she made these, like handmade them. So between Kim and those, you guys are going to get super fancy thank you cards.
With a little Jesus.
With a little Jesus. Okay, so speaking of which, and I'm going to mention this at the end of the show too. Thank you, Kim. This is amazing. Like, I don't even have words. I'm so excited.
And Ginny.
Right now, and Ginny. Thank you, Ginny.
Ginny, we've been meaning to
Show these on air.
show these on here for a
Since
while.
you sent them, and I need to email her too. Glenda says those cards are wonderful. So anyway,
So Ginny, you can go to her website too, right? She has a website.
she does, and it's escaping me. I had it memorized too. I'll look it up before the end of the show.
Okay.
We are running our biggest sale we've ever done, and that was not on purpose. But our collections are all on sale, and I have added collections, and I'll show you pictures at the end of tonight's show. But just right out the gate, all of our collections are stupid on sale, like crazy on sale. Plus, use promo code Christmas 2025, and you save 10% on top of that.
It's really
So we're like giving stuff.
watch
away.
me not go to the store right now.
No, go to the store right now, and it's now through Christmas. So through
Michelle
December
was like, that was our
2020.
gift to anybody who like hasn't been able to afford things at our store or
Yeah.
more money's tight or whatever. You should be able to get some stuff for you and your family.
So I made smaller collections. So like the body butter and the Healing for the Soul oil, I made that a collection. So that right now is on sale. So just those 2 things count as a collection. So just little things like that. So anyway, they're on super, super, super sale. And then you get 10% on top of that. So you still have time to do that now between Christmas. And like I said, I will try to get them, like an order came in today, boom, it went out this afternoon. So I'm trying to get them out as quickly as possible. So even if they don't get there by Christmas, they should get there shortly after. So there's my commercial break.
I love that you did it right at the beginning.
Butler Butterfly Lady at gmail.com, and you can get these calendars yourself. And you'll have 2 calendars this year because you're going to order ours too.
We
So
are really excited about our calendar. I've had so much fun just remembering what we do each month and writing it down and giving you guys ideas and recipes. And there'll be a plantain salve recipe.
Just worked on that
there's my
yesterday.
potting soil recipe. So a lot of the different things that we do that we make.
There it is. There's the cover.
So we're very excited about
are
our
our chicky
calendar.
booms.
I almost want to turn it into a Farmer's Almanac book because Michelle's struggling to put things on the cutting room floor for the calendar.
No, it's because she's got so much in there. I can't hardly fit it all in. It's crazy. I'm trying to fit everything in because she's got so much information for you guys.
So it's really fun. We've got Founding Fathers quotes on agriculture.
We got the Founding Fathers.
All of our tips.
We got some birthdays on there.
When to plant what, things like that. So
Scriptures.
please look forward to that because I think it's just, it's amazing for me.
So I worked on it yesterday for 7 hours.
I know you did. Yeah.
My neck was hurting by the time I quit.
Yeah, I've been working on it. Oh, my hair is just so weird today.
It's fine.
I had a thing going. All right. So we have not talked about this, but we had a terror attack
at Brown
in the United States.
Yeah.
At Brown University. And the suspect is dead. And what is really despicable about it is that he wasn't a U.S. citizen. And they, the powers that be, let this guy in. And Trump, thank God, has halted these green card visas. He wanted to bring over 1 million Chinese kids. And we're like, that's no bueno, right? And for right now, he has halted the green card deal for students. But let's talk about this because there was one young lady who was shot and killed, and supposedly she was actually targeted because she was the vice president of her Republican club, and it's possible that we're going to have to call it Charlie Kirked. This was a Charlie Kirked deal. Now,
what do you mean by that?
She was killed for her political beliefs and religious beliefs.
There's a lot of things around.
She's a Republican, chair of the Republican committee at Brown University. It's 99.9% liberal.
You just made that statistic up, but I think it's probably accurate.
No, it is. No, it's accurate. As far as the student, as far as the teacher.
There's a real statistic. The teachers or the students?
Teachers.
I thought you meant like the student body.
So local station Boston 25 reports that the suspect in the Brown University attack was found dead in the extra space storage facility on Hampshire Road in Salem, New Hampshire.
We were just talking about that today.
But Michelle, first of all, if you have up
I will 1 second.
Videos.
Okay, right when I pull up Leah's tabs, we start to glitch. Just give it 2 minutes. And that it'll line back up.
So what's interesting is that this older guy was on a student visa. So I'm just trying to understand that. He obviously came here with a purpose in mind. Mm-hmm. But he came under the idea of allow actual students to come.
Well, that's kind of like
wrong.
saying that
I'm under resistance checks.
Why?
Because
don't.
That's what I am.
I can't switch though. That's the problem. You can. I can't. I'm sorry.
So I have to play all these.
No. It'll. I've got the tabs up. That's not a problem.
Oh, okay. That's
the tabs. That will.
If I need to play something else.
100%. Right.
Okay.
Transgenders, whatever. That they get sent to prison. It's a dude, and he's like, I'm a female, and gets sent to prison.
I'm really a student.
I'm really a student. No, you're a terrorist.
Well, it says, so President Trump ordered the suspension of the U.S. Green Card diversity lottery after federal investigations said the suspect in the Brown University shooting and the killing of, so it's the Green Card diversity lottery. I thought it was the student one. Sorry. So scratch
so
that.
He's not. So forget the student thing.
It's just the diversity lottery immigrant visa program, the DV ones.
Okay.
So Brown University shooter Claudio Manuel Neves Valente entered the United States through the Diversity Lottery Immigrant Visa Program in 2017. I thought it was the student, but forgive me, because it's connected to schools, so I thought that's what I was reading, and was granted a green card. This so Kristi Noem is saying that in 2017, Trump fought to end this program following the devastating NYC truck ramming by an ISIS terrorist who entered under the DV1 program and murdered to ensure no more Americans are harmed. Guys, all I can think of is like, we only have 2 years left with Trump, and we're 2 years in, and somebody under this program killed somebody.
Hang on, that's bad math. He just got elected in 2024, man. We got 3 years left.
Do we?
In January, he'll have been there for 1 year.
Seems like a lot less than that.
Okay,
we only have 3 years left before. And
we
here's
only
the
have
thing.
3/4 of his presidency left.
Well, honestly, if she's looking at ending this DV1 program, okay, that's fine. But it would seem to me that everybody under it has to just be deported.
Yes, I think so too.
Because he entered it in 2017.
Yeah, I would 100% agree with that.
She said the Brown University shooter entered the United States through this diversity lottery immigrant visa program. And, I guess Trump said it needed to be ended, but they didn't do anything about the people already here. It's kind of like out of sight, out of mind.
No. You make an excellent point. Let's pause right there and sit on what you just said. Fine, you're ending it, but now we have to deport everybody that's here, that came here on it.
What's amazing is that she says that Trump wanted to end it.
So why didn't he then?
I don't. So in 2017, Trump fought to end this program.
So maybe
following the NYC truck ramming. But what's interesting is that this guy also came in 2017.
Right, but if she means he wanted to end it, meaning like maybe going through Congress and the Senate.
That's what I don't understand. Like,
why not suspend it the way that he just has at the very minimum?
I'm confused because he was president at the time.
Yeah, well, he couldn't end it. I don't think he could end it.
Could he not? He's doing it now.
But no, he suspended it.
We could have suspended it.
Right, but that's what I just said.
But he didn't.
Who's on first?
I'm so confused. Okay, well, you had a good idea then, and you could have stopped this murder. So this Portuguese national, and I wouldn't honestly not think of Portugal as sending terrorists over. Like that wouldn't be my top country, but no, he did. He entered in on a student visa to attend Brown University in 2000. I knew I was right about something. I was like throwing me off. Okay, so he's been
that was a long time ago, back when he was student aged.
After leaving the school, his whereabouts were unclear until 2017 when he received this DV and later permanent residency.
No.
Neves Valente, I don't know how to say that, Valente was found dead in New Hampshire. The U.S. Attorney for Massachusetts released a complaint affidavit on X regarding this guy that detailed his immigration status and connected him as a suspect in the MIT shooting of a nuclear scientist. So he's actually not just Brown University, but randomly shooting an MIT professor, I guess, or scientist. So this diversity program permits up to 50,000 green cards through a random lottery, prioritizing randomness over skills. And why did this Brown shooter kill Ella Cook, my colleague, Republican VP?
Muhammad. I think that's how that's said. Muhammad.
So he killed this other guy.
Right.
A freshman foreign student. Nuno Lorino, a MIT professor working on cutting-edge nuclear tech. None of this makes sense. When will we get a motive? So we don't really have any, why target these people? So let's go ahead and play this CBS. The 6-minute one.
This one. Latest update.
Yeah.
Now, one of the big remaining questions, of course, his motive. This afternoon, we begin with WBZ's Anna Myler in Salem.
The SWAT team members found the suspect's body inside of a that finally cracked this case was about the car the suspect rented. A dramatic end Thursday night to a 6-day search for the man wanted for a mass shooting at Brown University.
The name, which led us to the photograph car, which matched the clothing of our shooter here in Providence.
The president of Brown University says Neves Valente studied physics at the university in 2000. He took a leave of absence in 2001 and formally withdrew in 2003. On December 13th, officials say he opened fire
in that building,
covering his tracks, changing the license plate on his car, using an untraceable phone, and he didn't use credit cards in his name. Law enforcement officials say even though he is dead, the investigation is ongoing.
Our work is not done.
Brown says that the suspect had no current affiliation with the school. In Salem, New Hampshire, Anna Myler, WBZ News.
And contrary to what they initially thought, investigators now say the gunman and the MIT professor did know each other and actually studied together in Portugal. WBZ's Penny Commit continues our team coverage live from Brookline. Penny, you actually spoke with one of the professor's neighbors?
Yeah, Chris, that's absolutely right. And this neighborhood, understandably shaken up. I asked them, do you feel better knowing that someone is in custody? And they said, honestly, no, not really. It's a reminder that these type of things can happen absolutely anywhere. It is believed that the MIT professor attended the same university as the suspect in Portugal. They were there together from about 1995 to 2000. They both studied physics, and it is believed that they knew one another. We want to show you a photo of 47-year-old Nuno Loureiro, who lived in Brookline with his 3 young kids, was reportedly shot Monday night, died Tuesday morning. Investigators say that the suspect drove straight from Brown University to here in Brookline, where he was seen on surveillance video at a nearby apartment and pinged just about a half-mile away from the professor's home a day before the shooting. Brookline residents say they are glad a perpetrator who brought this violence into their community has been caught, but they're really eager, really on edge to hear a potential motive.
I think there's a story behind it. I think there's got to be a story behind it, right? Like, there's a reason this guy was targeted, and we need to figure that out. And if it's a reason that threatens the community of Brookline, then we should be more scared. And if it's more personal to that guy individually, we should be less scared, I guess. But it just is a reminder that scary things could happen anywhere.
The shooter and Loureiro were also very similar in age, just about a year apart. Loureiro went on to become a pretty prominent name in the physics world, even leading one of MIT's largest labs. We're live in Brookline. I'm Penny Commit, WBZ News.
All right.
So that's very interesting is that people are really raging against Brown University right now. They are operating under a multi-million-dollar, like $48 million deficit. The tuition for Brown University is $90,000. The president of Brown University makes $3.1 million a year, $12,000 a day.
Wow.
And they operate with one staff member for every 2 students. So they have a bloated budget, huge deficit, but they are accused of removing cameras on their university to evade ICE. And that obviously would have been very helpful in this case. So a firestorm of controversy has engulfed Brown University following the mass shooting that took place last Saturday. Critics are now questioning whether the prestigious university deliberately disabled security cameras, inadvertently creating blind spots that allowed the shooter to escape detection. According to the latest reports shared by Headline USA, the shooter was identified as Claudio. He's 48 years old from Portugal. Conservative commenter Greg Price posted a video showing a tense moment when a Providence police press conference ended abruptly after a Latino Rhode Island radio host confronted the officials. The journalist accused authorities of deliberately removing security cameras at Brown University because of sanctuary city laws designed to prevent recording of illegal aliens. We just have to, what do we have to go?
I have got to get this under
Okay.
control. I can't. We're going to try a different HDMI cord on the monitor. I can't see anything.
I see that. Oh, no. The confrontation occurred as Providence Mayor Brent Smiley and other officials fielded questions about the ongoing investigation. When pressed about, okay, The surveillance controversy deepened when Brown officials revealed the campus operates over 12,000 security cameras. Yet Rhode Island Attorney General Peter Norhara claimed no cameras captured footage of the shooting because it occurred in an old part of the engineering building constructed in 1965. Price highlighted this glaring contradiction, noting that a university with an $8 billion endowment somehow failed to install cameras in a major academic building. So, Michelle, I don't know if you can scroll down here and we can play a couple of these.
That did not really fix. It fixed me somewhat, but whatever we have going on is got to be a graphics card issue or something like that. So
okay, it came right up as soon as you plugged it in.
I know, but it's still, this is not normal.
Okay,
it'll work for tonight for us, but good thing I don't think it's being broadcasted like that. So
okay, can we play that video?
Yeah. The camera in that building, they Brown put off because the sanctuary city law that we have, you don't want to record illegal immigrants, and you don't want to provide the footage to the FBI or immigration authority. One camera in that building, it come out from your detectives, they are friends of mine, they're angry at this investigation that these people in Brown University put the camera off, they can identify that person. You imagine how the family want to go through? Tell the truth to the media here. Putting cameras off.
We heard from both the Brown police chief and the provost at Brown, who have shared that they have been fully cooperative and been forthcoming with all data and evidence that they have.
So data all that they had, and then supposedly they had 1,200 cameras.
We have 1,200 cameras located throughout the campus. We don't publish the locations of the cameras. That would give a map to somebody to evade detection on the cameras. So that would be counterproductive to do that. There are cameras in this building, and as I answered the previous question, we have turned over all evidence that we are holding at Brown to law enforcement and are cooperating fully with them.
So you're saying that there's a camera? You're saying there's cameras in the building? I was told yesterday there wasn't cameras in the building. The Attorney General said old building, no cameras, attached to a new building with cameras.
I believe he said that there were two different phases of the building that might have two different levels of technology.
Levels of technology. You're not going to tell me that you didn't have cameras in that building. And then looks like the shooting suspect casually walked right past a campus police car after the attack, and the patrol cars had no dash cameras.
Does that mean that the dash cam in that cruiser?
From what I know. Alex.
In the video released yesterday, it appears that the person of interest is going by a police cruiser that has its lights on. Does that mean that the dash cam in that cruiser was on and activated, and have police been able to recover anything useful from that video?
So that was a Brown police cruiser, and I'm not sure if they have body cameras in their cruisers. I don't think they do.
Dash cam, no.
That's,
The most damning evidence emerged when Right Angle News Network revealed that Brown University received a letter in August of this year from 30 human rights and digital privacy organizations urging the institutions to disable their CCTV surveillance system.
The camera in that building, they Brown put off because the sanctuary city law that we have, you don't want to record illegal immigrants, and you don't want to provide the footage to the FBI or immigration authority. One camera in that building, it come out from your detectives, they are friends of mine, they're angry at this investigation that these people in Brown University put the camera off, they can identify that person. You imagine how the family want to go through? Tell the truth to the media here. You guys are putting cameras off. And
we heard from both the Brown police chief and the provost at Brown.
Wow.
So, let me see here. If you're signed in, because we have a hero here. And no, I'm not getting verified. A homeless man actually cracked this case.
No.
Mm-hmm.
Who goes by John. Now, investigators say that he's a former Brown University student who grew suspicious of the gunman when he locked eyes with him in the bathroom
Well,
we might have
No.
2 hours before the shooting inside the Barris and Holly building. The gunman, his name is Claudio Neves Valente. Now, John, pictured here, is the man police were looking to speak to because of how close he got to that gunman. John said he followed Neves Valente out of the building before the shooting and played a game of cat and mouse in the neighborhood. Surveillance video shows Neves Valente running away from John. At one point, he stood just feet away from the gunman and questioned why he was circling the block. The gunman repeatedly responded, quote, "Why are you harassing me?" When police released images of the suspect after the shooting, John wrote an anonymous Reddit post describing seeing the gunman unlock a parked gray Nissan sedan with Florida plates he thought could be a rental. 3 days after the shooting, John anonymously called the police tip line and flagged his own Reddit post. On Wednesday, John walked up to police, revealed that he was the man police were looking for, that he was close to the gunman, and that the Reddit post came from him. Police used license plate readers to track the gray Nissan to an Alamo car rental center in Boston. They pulled surveillance images showing Neves Valente, and they traced him to a storage facility in Salem, New Hampshire, where he was found dead last night. Now, Neves Valente was spotted in the Brown University building on November 28th. That's 2 weeks before the shooting. Last night, I asked investigators how it could be that a homeless man and not police noticed a suspicious person in that time.
The Providence Police is obviously not going to patrol Barris and Holly. That's a question for, frankly, for Brown and their police department.
Why would a civilian observe that to be suspicious? It's a great point. And I like the fact that you're mentioning that and bringing that up. That's what we should all be doing, right? And it's just personality. Some people are more interested in finding out what others are doing. In this particular case, this person decided that he wanted to, and I'm glad he did.
A source tells Fox that John is a homeless man who actually lives in the basement of the Barris and Holly building. And while that brings up a whole slew of security questions, the reality is he's being treated as a hero.
Why is the Brown University police? No, that's not even Brown. Where are we at? Where are we at? What police? Why is that Boston? Who is that? I think so. Why is it a non-native? Like, I could barely understand the guy.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you're not like
Providence, Rhode Island.
At this point, you're putting inept people in positions for diversity, equity, and inclusion. And what really boggles my mind is in a lot of these cases when it comes to police chiefs, the really good guys are standing behind, kind of waiting to whisper in the ear of the police chief what to say or how to, spin it properly, because that coveted police chief face is a face. And unfortunately, your face is a disgrace.
Leah.
It's a disgrace. Police sources told Boston 25 News on Thursday that they are investigating possible ties in the Brown University on Monday's deadly shooting of the MIT technology professor, which is obviously the case because they knew each other and went to school in Portugal. Authorities on Thursday continue to search for the killer of a world-renowned Massachusetts MIT professor and fusion energy physicist who was shot inside his home near Boston earlier this week. A suspicious attack that occurred just days after the deadly shooting at Brown University. The MIT professor that was shot was physicist Nuno F. Gomez Luero, 47, was pronounced dead at a local area hospital Tuesday. Obviously, we know who he is. Nuno was not only a brilliant scientist, but a brilliant person. He's shown a bright light as a mentor, a teacher, and a friend. And it says that the Jerusalem Post reported that Israeli officials were examining intelligence suggesting a possible Iranian connection.
Of course.
It looks like separately, the Times of Israel published a blog post by journalist Rafael Baptista, who wrote, "Imagine having unlimited energy, cheap, clean energy. What would that do to the entrenched interests and powerful monopolies? Think of the hole it would blow in the fossil fuel industry and national security. If I were a Putin or a Khamenei, I wouldn't be happy about a technological leap coming from his research. Even Israeli authorities haven't ruled out Iranian involvement. A breakthrough like this would leave such regimes permanently behind." it would redraw the balance of global power.
So essentially, he was anti-Israel.
Well, we don't know. No. Israel just wants to point it on Iran and make it about
oil. That quote was
oil.
from that guy that just got murdered, wasn't it?
No.
Oh, what was the quote from?
A journalist writing in the Times of Israel was saying that he probably that this was a probable cause.
Gotcha.
That it could be Putin, that it could be Khamenei, it could be any of these people out there who want to keep fossil fuels a thing. I am not of that bent, but it does seem rather interesting that there is a tie between a Republican, outspoken Republican girl at Brown University. What I do not know the tie there, but I do have, Michelle, a tweet here with Mark Kaplan on Steve Bannon's show. He has heard that the family of Ella Cook, the Christian conservative student who lost her life at Brown University, has been told she was the shooter's target. We don't know why. To the right.
I just need to look up her name. I apologize.
Ella Cook, I think.
Thank you.
Mark.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. That the family of Ella Cook, the Alabama young woman who was a sophomore, did, but now that we don't know who the assailant is, it's going to be harder to say.
now.
But if it's true that she was targeted, that's a big story because she was one of the most visible conservatives on that campus. Don't know that it's true, but probably most of you don't even know that that's being alleged because you'd have to follow certain accounts on X or have sources, as I do, who are telling me that. So, Amber, if she was targeted, and again, we don't know that, but if she were targeted, what would the implications of that be?
Well, I'll start with a couple of things that I think lend credence to that theory, which is one, typically when we see mass school shooters, they don't just stop and walk away, right? Usually they keep going until they're apprehended by police, shot dead, or they kill themselves.
Yeah. Amber,
in this case,
let me just stop you.
Yep.
I should have been clear. She was the number 2 person at the Young Republicans branch on Brown's campus. So that's why some people are concerned if she were targeted. Go ahead, Amber. I apologize.
Right. Well, and the other thing is, if the police are telling Brown students that they are safe, they don't have to shelter in place anymore, but they don't have a suspect in custody, I think that also suggests that this was some kind of targeted attack. Sadly, I wouldn't be surprised. When I was on campus at Georgetown, I was chair of the college Republicans. I had to report multiple threats against me in my final 2 years on campus.
So none of this makes sense. What was the reason behind Claudio Manuel Neves Valente's attacks? Why target Ella Cook, a college Republican VP, Muhammad Aziz Kovav, a freshman international student, and Nuno Lorino, an MIT professor involved in cutting-edge nuclear research? None of this makes sense. When will authorities explain the motive? Let me get this straight. So Claudio Valente, 48, a former Brown student from Portugal who was last in Miami, drives to Brown University, knows exactly where the cameras are, gets inside without a key card, and shoots Ella Cook, the most high-profile Republican student on campus. Despite 1,200 cameras and campus police, he escapes that same day. The next day, police arrest the wrong person. Claudio then allegedly drives 51 miles across state lines, possibly after swapping plates, to target an MIT professor near Boston. 6 days later, after grainy footage and photos, he's conveniently found in a dead in a storage unit. No questions answered. Case closed. And at the presser, they say he might not have yelled anything, maybe just barked. But if audio ever drops, don't be shocked if it magically fits a narrative. The students, there are so many reports that said he went in and yelled Allahu Akbar. So where are those students now? Because that was major reporting. This is a very interesting case. And in the press conference, they were caught in the lie. They initially said that the suspect was the individual they had been pursuing from the beginning. However, within the same conference, the Attorney General stated that the Portuguese man had only been identified in the past 24 hours. So they've already lied, and they can't get their timeline straight. And they probably want to look like they know what they're doing. And somebody says, I don't think the Brown murders and the MIT professor of PhD are connected. that the Ellie is using a legend to cover up for both. The original man in the vids is not the man from the storage unit. We will never see the video of guy number 2 walking because that would confirm that they aren't the same person. Yes, it definitely feels like they're blending stories to keep people confused. If guy number 2 ever showed up on video, it would blow the whole narrative apart. So, most people are saying that that the guy was assassinated because they tried to get nuclear energy. I don't know. This is so strange. They went to the same university. Why come and kill him and why go and kill these 2 students? Why? I don't know. I don't have any answers. Sorry, guys. I normally have a good theory, but I don't. I don't have a good theory on this.
So, I mean, I guess I think I have as good a one as anybody is offering. It's not that detailed, but we never get the whole story.
Mm-hmm.
And we never know why someone is very specifically targeted. But to me, my working theory is that very clearly that these people were specifically chosen to be killed. We don't know the behind the scenes for why, though.
Yeah.
But I do believe that they were targeted. And I guess the better thing that I'm trying to say is I think it was a coordinated attack. I think it was a conspiracy to kill these people. So I think that there are more people involved. And I keep going back to this guy having, quote unquote, committed suicide in this storage unit. Even if he is the shooter, I doubt very seriously that he went to a storage unit to kill himself. That's where you put a body if you've killed a body. So, you know, again, going back to Epstein, and it all kind of comes together. I'm not convinced that all these people that are being killed are the people that we're looking for. I don't know. Like, first of all, we didn't know who the shooter was to start with. So how easy is it to pass off some dead body? You know what I mean? Like, oh, this is the shooter. It's so convenient. Like, it's so convenient, isn't it?
You know what's amazing?
That you guys just so happen to find a body in the storage unit, and we didn't even know who the suspect was, and then you're like, oh, found him, this dead guy in the storage unit.
I'm going to tell you something.
Killed himself.
I've seen the movies. If this guy is the shooter, then he was killed. He was set up. He was told he had to do. Here's the thing. This is what I do know. This is what I do know is that man didn't kill himself.
Listen to me here.
This is the way these things work.
This man didn't kill himself. This man was murdered. I wasn't born last night. I might have been born at night, but I wasn't born last night. And you're trying to make me feel like I was born last night at night, and I wasn't.
What I do believe that this man did the shootings. And he was put up to putting this, and we don't know what. We've all seen the movies. There's a reason why they got your wife, they got your kids. You know, there's going to be a life insurance policy left for your family if you do this. I need you to do 2 hits. You know what? These could just be hits, just random hits. I don't know. Maybe they hated the girl. I don't know. I don't know. But I know that whoever put him up to this put him in a storage unit and killed him, or killed him and put him in a storage unit.
That's assuming he's the guy.
Well, they do have the homeless guy that followed him, and then they found the plates and the things.
Leah, are you kidding me? And he just so happened to swap plates.
So what I think, it could be 2 different guys. It could be 2 different killers, right?
I'm not buying it.
But I believe he is a killer in one of the cases. He probably killed the MIT guy. I don't know. But here's the thing. I don't want to go off the deep end. I'm going to stay here in the shallow end that makes sense to me.
I'm not going off on any deep end.
Let's go by what we know. I believe at this point, let's say he shot both these people, okay? Whoever ordered him to shoot them shot him. That's how gangs work. Like, that's how this works. If anybody ever tells you, I will let you live if you go and kill somebody for me, they're not going to let you live. They're going to kill you too. That's how this works. Every single time you try to save your own life, they will kill you too. They probably had something on him, said, if you do this for us, then we'll let you live. And then they killed him. That's exactly how these things work. Just so you know, you're going to have a very merry Christmas next year at the White House. For the 250th anniversary, Trump announced yesterday there will be an athletic contest and a UFC fight will occur next year in honor of America's 250th anniversary. They're going to call them the Patriot Games, and it sounds very much like Hunger Games, and will span 4 days featuring high school athletes. Sounds just like Hunger Games. A male and female from each of the Patriot Games. This is so weird. Champion fighters in the world all fighting that same night. It's going to be something special. I'm going to tell you something.
You're going to have children? Was this a youth thing?
You're going to have high school athletes, a male and a female from each state doing other sports maybe.
Oh, okay.
Hopefully not battering each other to death. Hopefully it's not just UFC. I'm going to say that God and Jesus do not want to be honored at the White House with the obliteration of bodies. Like, Jesus came in a time.
Yeah.
It was Rome. And they had this thing, it was called the Colosseum. And we've all seen the Gladiator. And we all think to ourselves, what kind of human species would enjoy watching people get hurt by other people?
If you were to tell me that the United States
Here's Trump. Trump's going to be this. Ready?
Stop it. If you were going to tell me that you're going to bring
He's got emperor vibes.
You're going to bring in kids from every state that participate in like Olympic sports and have them compete, that would be totally different. I would actually be like, oh, okay, that's really cool.
That
it's kind
might
of last minute.
Be part of that.
But then you're adding a UFC fighting to it.
And he says we're going to have the best fighters from around the world fighting each other for Christmas. It just doesn't feel right. It doesn't feel Christmassy. It's like wrong season for that, maybe.
So here's what I've decided.
Is there a good season for obliterated people?
Got a whole religious reconstruction of my faith right now.
Yeah.
I'm canning all Revelation. Full stop. Everything I ever said in Revelation Red Pill is garbage. Throw it out. Rip up your diplomas. We're in the last days. Trump is the Antichrist. I'm convinced. You just convinced me. That's it. You convinced me. I am convinced. My faith has been shattered, not just rattled. It's shattered. These have to be the last days. We're in the tribulation.
I think we are replaying an AD 70 time. Complete with a new Coliseum and fights. And, you know, what's going to happen is the Democrats are going to get so excited about doing this, they're going to throw Christians to the lions next.
You know.
That's
so,
of
course, I was just being very sarcastic. If you guys didn't catch that, I'm sure you did. However, this is really sad.
You know what? This is not sarcasm. This is not the Babylon Bee.
I'm afraid of this, whatever it is next.
The Democrats are upset because, you know, the Kennedy Center, it's like that art center.
Yeah.
Trump renamed it.
No,
guess what it's called?
Not.
He named it after himself. Of course, it was the board who he picked. Trump Kennedy Center. Moving extraordinarily fast and presenting a faith of copy.
Wait.
To those who are eager to seek a restraining order, workers have already added Donald Trump's name to the facade of what was previously known as the John F. Kennedy Memorial Center for Performing Arts.
Is this article going to tell us what made Trump feel like he should?
It was the only national memorial to JFK.
Is this only because he was shot at?
Democrats and Kennedy family members raged on Thursday. I wonder what RFK says. President Trump's handpicked board of trustees of the John F. Kennedy Center voted to rename it the Trump Kennedy Center. The move is certain to draw legal challenges centering on the fact that the center's current name is set up by statute. For now, however, we can sit back and watch the fireworks. House Minority Leader Hakeem Jeffries says it's a disgrace. Washington Rep Rick Larson says, if he defaces the place with his name, we'll speckle over it. Congress named the Kennedy Center to honor the slain president. Nothing Trump does will change that. JFK's niece, Maria Shriver, says it's beyond comprehension that a sitting president has sought to rename this great memorial. Trump says, I was honored by it. I'm sure he was completely surprised. The board is a very distinguished board. Most distinguished people in the country. So I was surprised by it. I was honored by it.
He says, great nominees for the Trump Kennedy Center. Kennedy Center Awards. They will be announced Wednesday. Tremendous work is being done and money being spent on bringing it back to the absolute top level of luxury, glamour, and entertainment. It had been falling on hard times physically, but will soon be making a major comeback. President DJT. Okay, for the podcast listeners, stop. They might think that was a joke. That's a literal...
That was from August of this year, yeah.
Truth Social from Trump.
So in February, Trump maneuvered himself into the chairmanship of the Kennedy Center board, ousting Carlyle Group co-founder David Rubenstein. Trump fired board members and filled vacancies with allies like Vice President J.D. Vance's wife,
Usha.
Trump Chief of Staff Susie Wiles, and the wife of Commerce Secretary, and the wife of New England Patriots owner Robert Kraft. They voted Trump in while giving the boot to Kennedy Center President Deborah Rutter and tapping Rick Grinnell, the gay guy.
He's a homosexual.
As her replacement. Grinnell's most noteworthy experience in managing theater was his service as acting director of the National Intelligence. The statute that created the center states that it will be designated as the JFK Center for the Performing Arts. It includes no explicit provision delegating to the Board of Trustees the authority to rename it. More than just rename the venue, the building was designated to serve as the sole national memorial and a living memorial to Kennedy in lieu of something like the Lincoln Memorial.
But why?
Beatty, who said she was shocked as fellow board member and Trump crony Sergio Gore made the proposal. It was such a surprise to me that they said they were going to rename it. She said, oh my goodness. I pushed my button, but then I was muted. Separately, Beatty said, as I continue to try to unmute and ask questions and voice my opposition, I received a note saying I would not be unmuted. Kennedy Center PR VP Roma Davari disputed Beatty's account. I have no idea what this picture is. So as Trump attacked woke programming.
That was the previous Kennedy Center director. I'm not going to say that the Kennedy Center is actually a great thing. It's not.
To its credit, the new Trump-led JFK Center has scrubbed drag shows and other degenerate programming from the schedule. In February, leftists gasped as a gay men's chorus performance was yanked off. With the National Symphony Orchestra, the Gay Men's Chorus of Washington, D.C. was set to put on a show called A Peacock Among Pigeons, celebrating 50 years of Pride. Time for late May. Now,
so
it's
I'm
very
all for
interesting that
I'm
why
all for
Rick
that,
Grinnell,
but somebody needs to explain to me.
Yeah.
Why? What did Trump do to deserve his name on the memorial with JFK? Because here's the thing. There have been a lot of presidents who have had assassination attempts. Maybe we might have thought about putting one of their names on there first.
Well, I think it has a little bit more to do with this side of Trump, if you would play this. He's been doing press conferences in this White House area here, and this one caught my eye.
And we're also going to talk about, we're going to show a clip here because I saw that Leah already has it up. Don Jr. is engaged again to his elementary school aged wife and
fiance.
Excuse me, fiance. And I can't the clip that I'm assuming Leah has the clip up. It's vomit worthy, but let's play this first.
It's very outstanding. She is a great person, a highly respected woman.
Melania.
Every time I make a speech, I see signs, we love our First Lady. We love our First Lady. They love our First Lady. What can I do? I don't like it because I think they like her more than they like me, and I am not happy about it. I am not happy. We're going to have a discussion about this. But they love our First Lady. And, you know, Melania did all of these decorations, and she's gotten great reviews. It's very outstanding.
So there's a lot to say there, and I know you guys, some of you love Trump, but I have to break this down. He is telling the truth. You know, even when he jokes, that's not a joke to him. He's telling you the truth. And that's what certain kind of sociopath people do. And you could see the side eye from her because she knows. No one jokes like that. He's like, you guys all love her more than me, and I don't like it. I'm telling you, I don't like it. The way he delivered that line wasn't a joke line. He doesn't like it. But he does like that you like her. He just doesn't want you to like her more than you like him. And as long as you are liking her because you're liking him, that's okay. But you have to like me first. And so, Trump Kennedy Center, like me first. And so, Susie Wiles and all JD Vance and everyone else knows the king's good graces. So that's why they're doing this.
All right.
So yes, here is the giant among women. Now here's the thing. You did a rant.
Okay, I did. Yeah.
On calling everyone a tranny and women a tranny.
Oh yeah.
You would be forgiven for thinking that this 6'3" female could be possibly a tranny. You would be forgiven. I don't think she is, but you would be forgiven. This is a giant of a woman who is bigger than all men that you know. She is taller than Trump. I know she's got heels on, but she's.
How tall is Trump?
It's like 6'3", man.
So she's not 6'3" if she's got heels on. How tall is she?
She's taller than him. Like she's taller than him right here in this picture.
6'3"?
I'm just saying she's taller than him in this with heels on.
Okay.
So she's tall is what I'm saying. So you would be forgiven. She's a she. Let's not make fun of her for that. Okay.
Not often that I'm at a loss for words because we usually do the ranting and raving really well, but this is a little different. But I just want to wish all of you guys an incredible holiday season, a Merry Christmas, a very Happy New Year, and to thank Bettina for that one word, yes. It's almost, when you go down there and it's like you're going to go and you're trying to ask and you're not sure what the answer is going to be, it's always a little bit rough, but she said yes, so that's a big win for the end of the year. Would you like to say something, Bettina?
Wow, what a privilege it is to be here in the White House, Mr. President. Thank you so much for hosting this incredible party. And to our First Lady, these decorations, am I right? Are they unbelievable? This has really been the most unforgettable weekend of my life, and I get to marry the love of my life, and I feel just like the luckiest girl in the world. So thank you, and thank you, Mr. President. Thank you, thank you.
Okay, here we go. So we were muted. I don't know how long we were muted. I'm
so
sorry.
Her exact height is not listed. She's just a tall chick.
So here's the thing. Did you hear what he said about, when you get down on your knee and you ask her to marry you, he's like, it's always rough. So that says
done it a few times.
It's your third time, Don.
At least we don't know.
It might have been others. There might have been others.
So he's 47 and she's 39. And he's 6'1", and with heels, that girl is taller than him. So let's just say she's
her name is Bettina.
The pictures of her with him are something else.
She looks very sweet. She looks very normal. What you don't know is this girl is a hardy socialite maniac. She is known in the social circles of all rich people to be the life of the party. Like she's the one where when she enters the room, everybody is looking at her. Everyone wants to go talk to her.
When you're that tall, everyone's looking at you. But
no, she's got that personality that takes over the room. Okay. She's playing a part right there in that. Okay. But according to all sources, unbiased sources, this girl is the socialite to beat all socialites. It's not that I have a problem so much with who Don Jr. chooses to be with.
Because it's going to be with somebody like that.
What I have a problem with is that he left his wife to be with Kimberly Guilfoyle, then stayed engaged and living with her,
owning a home together.
For 6 years?
A long time.
Then while he was dating this girl, and kissing her on the beach in front of everybody. So like what I mean by that is probably doing more than that, but it was open and public, meaning they all knew that he was with this girl. He had not publicly broken off his engagement
with Kimberly
Guilfoyle so that there would not be any drama leading up to the 2024 election for Trump. So they had these behind the scenes conversations. I know you're going to break up with Kimberly, but continue to travel with her and allow her to be part of the whole thing so that everything looks okay. Don't bring on this new girl just now leading up to your dad's election. So essentially everything is a facade. So here's the thing. We had this conversation. I'll move on very, very quickly. There was a discussion on the post that I've been making the past couple of days on my own personal page. And I think I made some of these on Resistance Chicks Facebook page about homewreckers. And people were saying, you know what I don't understand about somebody that would leave their current spouse and their kids.
This is exactly her.
And marry somebody else is the big question is, how do you know that then that person's not going to cheat on you? And I said, there are some people who leave their spouse and stay married forever with that person because they were probably lured away by that person. That person says, I want to marry you. I'm going to steal you, the homewrecker, right? Then they leave them. Then you've got the people that mutually, they just both have affairs on their respective families and get married, and then they stay married. And then you have the Don Juniors of this world. Cheater's going to cheat. I don't believe, yes, Kimberly Guilfoyle is the homewrecker type, okay? But Don Jr. clearly is not the type to want to be tied down. So he's going to just probably go from Philly to Philly to Philly. So I don't trust this. I can't be excited for you because you left your wife and your kids. His ex-wife now is engaged to Tiger Woods. Is that right?
Dating, at least. Yeah.
Dating. So it's all this just like, y'all people are schizophrenic and crazy. Y'all people are narcissistic. You're sociopathic. We know what you are. And above all, you're full of demons. Like this is just so yucky. It's so yucky. And did they ever come out and publicly say Don Jr. has broken his engagement with Kimberly Guilfoyle? Did that ever like officially happen?
So the Independent says Don Jr.'s ex-fiancée, Kimberly Guilfoyle's sour grapes response to his engagement. Don Jr.'s ex-fiancée, Kimberly Guilfoyle, who was married to Gavin Newsom too, by the way, she's a gold digger too, is reportedly not convinced that the Trump heirs relationship is the real deal. She said she only wants the best for Don. She's 56. So he doesn't know where he lands. He's 47. Mm-hmm. Kimberly was 56.
Right.
This girl's 39. Kimberly has a hard time seeing the headlines about their relationship because she doesn't believe it's built to last. She feels Bettina is more interested in the prestige and attention that comes with being connected to the Trump family because Kimberly wasn't.
Right, sure.
Kimberly wasn't interested in any of that. She was just interested in the real Don.
Right.
You know, I just love you for you.
Right.
And you know what I think she did?
I think so?
It's for the real Don. Yeah, just like Bettina does. This is the real Don, and you guys both like him for the same reasons. And doesn't think she'd be with Don if it weren't for that. And neither would you, Kim. The insider also said that Kim has only recently moved out her belongings of the Trump home.
Dear God.
As recently as not that long ago, Kim and Don still hadn't completely moved out of each other's places. Don still had many of his belongings at Kim's home, including clothes and shoes. Don Jr. and Kim ended their 6-year relationship in 2024. However, a source told People that Don Jr. had been introducing Bettina Anderson as his girlfriend months before he says divorced, but they were...
Did they ever get married?
No, they were just engaged. Don Jr. has always wanted to look good in his father's eyes. Someone like Bettina, who is and has been a model and is in waspy circles of Palm Beach, is something that would impress him. Anderson
is they did not ever get married.
I know. It's Independent needs to fact check. Anderson is the daughter of Harry Lloyd Anderson Jr., who became the youngest bank president of the United States at age 26. A source told People that she had initially struggled to adapt to the Trump family, but eventually learned to look beautiful, stand still, and be subordinate to anything the Trumps do. Donald Trump announced the pair's engagement during the White House Christmas party.
Wait, let me translate what that means. She's used to being the center of attention and being just completely wild. And now she has had to subdue herself and play a part that she is not.
Right. An insider claimed that Don Jr. was less complimentary about Kim during their relationship, though. One particular sore spot for the ex-couple was reportedly Don Jr.'s thoughts on Kim's fashion sense. Don Jr. has been telling people for months that Kim is so uptight and always dresses so professionally in these kinds of dresses and high heels and never looks relaxed or casual. The tight dresses need to go, and she has been told that. Despite the behind-the-scenes breakup, Kim was handed a prestigious role when her ex-fiance's father won the 2024 president. It says Trump nominated her to serve as the ambassador to Greece. So, however,
was confirmed.
She has been, yeah. Insiders revealed to People that the Trumps had allegedly given Kim the job to get her out of the country. They were trying to send Kim abroad. They waited for the election to pass, but they didn't want the split to get in the way of anything to hurt Donald Trump in the election.
Okay, I can't hear any more about it. What else do we have? It's just too much celebrity gossip for me. And that's all that these people are, guys. You think that they're something that they're not. They're just celebrities. That's it.
Well, there was this video that went viral. If you want to scroll down and play it, a older woman, and sorry for me, they're calling her that. She was working at Target, and at Target, you needed to wear a red shirt. You could wear any red shirt. So she was wearing a red Charlie Kirk Freedom shirt, and a leftist thought that by recording her, she would oust her and get her fired. Instead, the leftist has gotten some just desserts, and this woman has had several GoFundMes.
Oh, get out of town.
Why?
They let you wear that shirt here?
Yes. Why?
So,
why?
They let you wear that shirt here?
Yes. Why?
So,
why are you taking my picture?
why are you wearing that shirt? You're working. It's not a
It's a
Target
red
shirt.
shirt. I can wear any red shirt.
It's not a plain shirt.
It doesn't have to be
It's a Charlie Kirk shirt.
Yes. Oh, yes, I know.
Are you fucking stupid?
No.
Why the fuck would you wear that? You're at work
Sorry,
at
but
Target.
yes.
That's not a Target shirt. It's not a plain red shirt.
We
You
don't-
support a racist.
It's not racist.
You support a racist.
He's not a racist.
Yes, he is.
No, he's not.
Yes, he fucking is.
I'm sorry, but I'm not going to stand here and argue with you.
You're not. You should go
over
get
it.
your manager. You should not be allowed to wear that at work. Unacceptable. Unfucking acceptable.
Oh my gosh.
That's your opinion.
No, the opinion is he's a fucking racist and
Okay, you
can't
can
play
pause.
anymore. I
Yeah.
cannot
So,
listen to her spout
in
the
a
F-bomb
swift
again.
turn towards justice, police have opened an investigation
No way.
into this woman, the leftist agitator caught on video berating this elderly Target employee named Jeannie for daring to wear a Charlie Kirk Freedom shirt. The harassment, which exploded across social media, highlights the toxic entitlement of progressives who can't stomach symbols of patriotism in everyday life. It unfolded in Chico, California Target when Jeannie calmly folded clothes while Ponce unleashed a profanity-laced rant against Kirk. And, you just heard it. Jeannie's composed response, "He is not a racist, that's your opinion, have a nice day," stood in stark contrast to her profanity-laden meltdown, exposing the fragility of leftist tolerance. Now, the Chico Police Department has confirmed they're aware of the viral video and are actively investigating the verbal assault. In a statement on Facebook, they noted the clip depicts a verbal altercation and urged anyone with direct information to contact them, signaling a formal police probe and potential harassment charges. Now, Ponce, identified as a healthcare worker at the Enloe Medical Center in Chico, has scrambled to delete her social media profiles amid the backlash. Her employer revealed they've been inundated with calls from outraged citizens demanding action. Enloe issued a response acknowledging the flood of complaints and confirming cooperation with authorities, a move that underscores how public pressure can force accountability on bullies hiding behind so-called progressive rhetoric. This comes after Ponce's own video intended to shame Jeannie backfired spectacularly, turning her into a villain online. Records show Ponce has a prior history, including arrests.
Oh my gosh.
Which only amplifies questions about her fitness for a role in healthcare. Meanwhile, a Give, Send, Go campaign launched for Jeannie has surpassed over $135,000 in donations.
Yes, that is amazing. I want to show you guys that Give, Send, Go.
It's now at $262,000.
Stop it. Come on. I love today. Like, that is such
Donors have
justice.
flooded the page with messages of solidarity, turning a moment of harassment into triumph for free expression. You know, this could retire this lady.
She don't have to work at Target no more.
That's
Retire, Jeannie. You know what? Actually, Jeannie, keep working at Target and keep wearing Charlie Kirk shirts.
Think about it. Think about how much she makes a year, probably part-time.
Yeah.
She's set.
Right?
She's set. She can retire now. Put it in a retirement account. Put it in gold
We
and
don't
silver.
believe in that. Put it in gold and silver, Jeannie.
You know?
Oh my gosh. What a great, phenomenal story. Here's the thing. So again, I'm going to keep doing this. And if you guys don't like this new change in Resistance Chicks, you're going to maybe not want to watch our show anymore. I am dead serious. I want to take the fun and keep it fun, but these people have literal mental health issues. Okay. We're trying to come up with another name for whatever this is that people are suffering from. It's not Trump derangement syndrome, but the derangement part is actually real. Okay. And so they need literal psychological help.
They do.
I believe that they're literally, so this woman has had prior arrests. I don't think that just makes her a criminal. Do you understand what I'm saying? I think it makes her criminally insane.
Here's the thing, though. You spoke with a nurse that helped our mom, and she was shocked about the response of Charlie Kirk from the people that she worked with. One even saying that he wouldn't have treated him.
But I think that they're delusional is what I'm getting at. And I don't mean that like just offhandedly.
But I'm saying that there's something interesting about the medical field, particularly.
Right.
That they're schizophrenic or something weird, because she literally said, there were people who said they would not have treated him. And then she got sad and was like, wait a minute, I believe the same thing that Charlie does. Would you not treat me?
Right.
An ER doctor.
Right. So here's what I'm saying.
So that's why this woman felt.
They are having,
she probably felt like
delusion.
Her colleagues would probably have cheered her on.
It's a fixed false belief.
Yeah.
It's a fixed false belief.
So you know what else is a fixed false belief? Is believing that you can change your gender. The House has passed a bill criminalizing transgender treatments for minors.
Praise God.
Hopefully this will get to all other states, but we'll see. The bill, and pass the Senate and go to all the states. The bill, called the Protect Children's Innocence Act, was sponsored by Marjorie Taylor Greene and passed 216 to 211. 3 Democrats voted along with Republicans, while 4 Republicans voted against it. Oh my goodness. So I don't know if you want to play her video here, but I'm hoping that.
I'm excited to announce that my bill, Protect Children's Innocence Act, that criminalizes gender-affirming care on any minor under the age of 18, has passed the House of Representatives. So I would also like to thank 3 Democrats that voted to protect kids, Cuellar, Davis, and Gonzalez. Thank you so much for protecting children. Unfortunately, there were 4 Republicans that voted no and refused to protect kids. Those Republicans are Evans from Colorado, Fitzpatrick, Kennedy of Utah, and Mike Lawler from New York. I don't know why they can't protect kids, but that's too bad. But I'm still excited my bill passed, and it goes to the Senate next.
That's awesome. I pray it passes in the Senate.
So the law would subject anyone who violates this bill, no more drugs, no more experiments, with 10 years of prison or fines or both. Wow. Though it does provide exemptions for those who medically require treatments, such as individuals with
precocious puberty.
Yeah, to the extent such genital or bodily mutilation or chemical castration is for the purpose of normalizing puberty. Representatives Jimmy Patronis praised the passage of the bill, calling it common sense legislation. As a father of 2 boys, I will not stand by while radical woke policies push children into permanent life-altering medical decisions. So this is a big deal. And we just have to hope that the Senate passes it, because you've got Collins and the weird chick in Alaska. We are Republican in majority, but we'll see if this passes. I'm hoping that it passes. That would be absolutely huge. Like, this should be making bigger headlines. And I wonder if it's not making bigger headlines because they know it might not pass the Senate.
Okay, a couple of comments. Barry says, I'm sorry about this, but this woman who was harassing the woman in the red shirt is not only wrong for her attack, but has let herself down in the altercation for her foul-mouthed language. And that's from a Brit who's used to that kind of language being used in the UK. Exactly. Like, even, I don't think that it would have been as terrible if she hadn't just like ruined it by just cursing throughout the whole thing. Steeler says, there are a lot of foul-mouthed trash like this lady. Chris says, praise the Lord, every child saved from that horrific abuse is a win for the kingdom of God. Wicked Psych says that the woman, Jeannie, has stated that she wants to stay because she enjoys her job. That's awesome.
Wow.
Jules says, as someone who worked in the medical clinic, the mental illness among the healthcare workers has gotten worse since the jab. Wicked Psych says that nurse is a narcissist, authoritarian bully, a sociopath. Well said. And Ohio Croatian says, praise God, these sick radicals. Let me check over on YouTube here if I can actually read the comments. Oh my gosh, they're too garbled. You'll have to pull up any comments from that I can't read from my cell phone.
Okay, well, Dan Bongino is out.
Yes, Dan Bongino has officially resigned. Lee and I had questioned, there were a couple of times where he was going to resign and it was rumored and leaked that he had. And we told you guys about that. This time it's real. He's set to leave in January, I think.
Yep.
Is that right?
Yep. I have some more good news. Tennessee has denied a gay group from their parade, their Christmas parade. The 2025 Pride Month was barely a blip on the gaydar, and most corporations desperate to bring back consumers have abandoned their overwoke marketing. However, one odd tactic that leftist activists have been clinging to is the interjection of pride ideology into Christian tradition. This eulogy here by a United Church of Christ pastor said that Jesus was pretty queer because he hung out with 12 guys. I'm not even going to have to play it. But it looks like the Tennessee Christmas Parade organization has recently denied an application of the group called Upper Cumberland Pride, who planned on entering a gay-themed float. Our goal from the beginning has been to point others to the reason for the holiday that we are celebrating. We wanted to make much of the person of Jesus born in Bethlehem, to do so in efforts to minimize distraction from him. We planned this event with stated prohibitions of special interest groups. Although we agree there is a time and an important role played by special interest groups such as this bride group, we didn't think this was it. The parade also rejected an application from a young Republican group, keeping politics out. So there you go. I'm glad that they are. I'm glad. Michelle, I would like to play what I would call a commercial break. This is when the blow-up snowman first appeared many years ago. I didn't get one, but everyone in the neighborhood got one. One morning, I walked to the store and I saw all the snowmen deflated on the lawns of all my neighbors, and I thought someone stabbed them, and it was an act of vandalism, and I was so very upset and ready to call the police when I got home. I told my kids what I saw, and they said, no more. They deflate during the day. Boy, did I feel stupid. Somebody tell this story and then put with this video of an entire neighborhood that decided when the HOA says one blow up per house.
Dashing through the snow in a one-horse open sleigh.
Those are the biggest blow ups I've ever seen in my life.
I've never seen anything so big. It's bigger than the house. I've never seen them so big.
For the podcast listeners, I got to turn this down.
They're bigger than the house.
They're bigger than the houses. Where do you get
how
those?
much do
how
those
much does that
cost?
Like $1,000.
Play it again to see how big those are. How do you like? And they all pick different ones.
This is a coordinated effort. So here's the
Obviously.
question: How is the HOA?
When the HOA says one blow up per house. And maybe that's a joke, but maybe they all decided to do it.
Okay, maybe. But this is a Hallmark level movie thing. Like, this is give us Frosty stuff.
If you don't participate.
Like, that's amazing. Oh my gosh.
Let's see.
I want to do a shout out because and you guys can tell him that Resistance Chick sent you. Go follow the Bad Lawn Dad on Instagram. He is always having issues with his HOA president, Karen. Her name is Karen, I think, or maybe he's given her a fictional name. I'm not sure. But he's a Christian, and he and his wife now do like Bible studies on the lawn. He's the funniest guy, I think, on the internet. And he's fairly new, okay? And I just love him so much. It's Bad Lawn Dad. And he did a white elephant one this week about the origins of the white elephant gift. It's so funny. I maybe tonight I'll pull one up for you guys to watch. He's the funniest guy. Love him so much. And he's a Christian. So I want to support people out there that are putting out good, wholesome Christian content. And he is definitely one of them. And you leave a comment and save Resistance Chick sent us over here.
Oh, that's fun. I do have to tell you something that is not wholesome. And that's the big part of this story tonight. And I just don't even know how to go over some of these
the
pictures.
Epstein stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, so your Epstein files were released a few hours ago, the long-awaited ones, a few hours ago by the DOJ, as required by the Epstein Files Transparency Act. A solid collection of new pictures and files with massive redactions throughout and no bombshells yet. Nick Monroe's thread of interesting stuff, and I looked through Nick Monroe's thread. We can do that. But there was, there's Bill Clinton swimming in a pool with Ghislaine. In an indoor pool. Are you here?
I'm trying to get there. You don't have it up already.
Oh, I did. It's up there. It's one of those zero hedges.
I'm not seeing it in anywhere where you might have it, so it's all right.
So Bill was definitely very close to these people. Okay. A trading station or the CCTV monitoring station, obviously. Recording and networking equipment. So we're, all the stuff we've heard is just true. Okay. Closer shot of hard drives and other recovered media. David Copperfield, don't read. Yeah, go past what the words say. David Copperfield. The picture's fine. Just not what the words say. David Copperfield and Ghislaine, like, very intimate.
Yeah, well, his leg is like, that's really gross.
So then we have 24-hour video surveillance. And then somebody says a honeypot of the year shirt where you have an IDF sweatshirt. There. Legit IDF sweatshirt. So the rumors are true.
But why are there extra clothes here? You can't bring your own clothes?
And yet the videos of the Epstein with child porn, I haven't seen any of those. We don't want to see them, but the Department of Justice will miss today's deadline to release the full Epstein files to Congress as required under the new legislation Trump signed into law. Instead, the Justice Department will release several 100,000 of documents today, and then over the next couple weeks. I expect several 100,000 more, said Attorney General Todd Blanche. So we play this clip here from Fox News.
Well, today marks the deadline for the DOJ to make the Epstein files public after the president signed a law requiring those to be released. So in these files, are we going to learn any new information about Epstein and people that may have been associated with him?
So yes, so today is the 30 days and I expect that we're going to release several 100,000 documents today, and those documents will come in all different forms, photographs and other materials associated with all of the investigations into Mr. Epstein. And just so everybody appreciates, President Trump has said for years that he wants full transparency, and he wants the Department of Justice to release everything that we can with respect to this investigation and cases. And we saw during the Biden administration radio silence from the very Democrats that are screaming from congressional steps today that we haven't done enough. But guess what? President Trump signed that law 30 days ago, and we have been working tirelessly since that day to make sure that we get every single document that we have within the Department of Justice, review it, and get it to the American public. Now, the most important thing that the Attorney General has talked about, that Director Patel has talked about, is that we protect victims. And so what we're doing is we are looking at every single piece of paper that we are going to produce, making sure that every victim, their name, their identity, their story, to the extent it needs to be protected, is completely protected. And so I expect that we're going to release more documents over the next couple of weeks. So today, several 100,000, and then over the next couple of weeks, I expect several 100,000 more. There's a lot of eyes looking at these, and we want to make sure that when we do produce the materials we're producing, that we're protecting every single victim. A judge in New York has required the U.S. Attorney in New York to also look at the materials to make sure that victims' information is protected.
So if you scroll down, you'll see Thomas Massie is not happy because they're supposed to all be, keep scrolling down. They're all supposed to be released.
Hi, this is Congressman Thomas Massie. We're about 48 hours from the deadline for the Attorney General to produce all of the Epstein files according to the Epstein Files Transparency Act, which was signed on November 19th. So that makes the production of these materials in a publicly searchable format due on December 19th. And I wanted to talk about some of the things to look for and what we may be anticipating and some of the unique aspects of this project. Let's start out with, how will you know if they've released all the materials? Well, one of the ways we'll know is there are people who have covered this case for years, and I've talked to them in private, and they know what some of the material is that's back there. But the other way that we're going to know is the victims' lawyers have been in contact with me.
Sorry, guys.
And collectively,
we're going to try to watch this on Twitter so we can.
You have to go up here.
Speed it up.
Go up here.
They know there are at least 20
on the X, so we can speed him up just a little.
things. Then we know they haven't produced all the documents. It's that simple. So that's a good thing that we will know. One of the really novel things about the we've seen in the past is that Congress issues a subpoena to the executive branch, and the executive branch ties up in court and tries to delay and obfuscate, and they know that if they drag it to the end of Congress, that congressional subpoena expires at the end of Congress. And so the next Congress they would have to issue another subpoena. But what often happens is the majority changes, or the person in the White House is no longer there, or the person in that office is no longer there, and so there can't be any prosecution or criminal or anything like that carries on past the Congress. This is very different. This is a law. There's no expiration date on this law. So let's say you have an attorney general who is not in compliance with this law. By the way, the law specifies the Attorney General's office, not Attorney General Bondi specifically, but anybody who is in that office holding that seat. So if she were to leave, and let's say she's in noncompliance and has broken the law, then whoever gets in that seat is automatically obligated that day to release the files, because it's directing the office of the Attorney General to produce files from 3 different locations, by the way. The U.S. attorneys have material, the FBI has material, and the DOJ has material. Now, the DOJ will also have material, thankfully, from the grand jury investigations and trials. So but the interesting thing that I want to point out here is, let's say they try the old tactic of running the clock out until the end of this Congress, which is about a year from now. That won't work, because what can happen is a new Attorney General can bring charges against a former Attorney General. And so what you might see is that an Attorney General under Trump, if they refuse to produce these documents in compliance with the law, which would be ironic because the Attorney General is the chief law enforcement officer of the land, but if they refuse to produce these materials, then let's say whoever is the next president, their Attorney General could bring charges. Because
so I get all of this, Leah. My question is,
so they have drafted articles of impeachment for Bondi
because she did not release all the files by today.
A future DOJ could convict the current AG and others because the Epstein Files Transparency Act is not like a congressional subpoena, which expires at the end of Congress. Consider these 3 attachments: Epstein Files Transparency Act, statement from the Fox Digital existing criminal statute. He says the EFTA states, prohibited grounds for withholding. No record shall be withheld, delayed, or redacted on the basis of embarrassment, reputational harm, or political sensitivity, including to any government official, public official, or foreign dignity. We want names to be named. Unfortunately, today's document released by Bondi and Ted Blanche grossly fails to comply with both the spirit and the letter of the law that Trump signed. We can play this. This is actually Representative Kahani. He says,
the Justice Department's document dump this afternoon does not comply with Thomas Massie and my Epstein Transparency Act. They released one document from a New York grand jury of 119 pages, totally blacked out. This despite a federal judge ordering them to release that document. And our law requires them to explain redactions. There's not a single explanation for why that entire document was redacted. We have not seen the draft indictment that implicates other rich and powerful men who were on Epstein's rape island, who either watched the abuse of young girls or participated in the abuse of young girls and the sex trafficking. The reality is Pam Bondi has obfuscated for months. She first said there were no more documents to be seen. Now she's admitting and releasing hundreds of thousands of documents, but it is an incomplete release with too many
Kash
redactions.
Patel said there was nothing there.
Thomas Massie
Dan
and I are
Bongino said there was
exploring
nothing there.
all options.
Pause that real
It can
quick.
be the
So it's just like my memory's being jarred, right? Epstein or Kash Patel with his crazy eyes. Always watch the crazy eyes. When they do this, they're lying. There's nothing to see. I've seen the things. Watch the blink rate. I've seen the things, and there's nothing. This is Kash Patel's eyes like all the time, right?
I think that
and I've seen him in person when he's not like that.
Well, you kind of cursory covered Dan Bongino's resignation, but I think it's tied.
I think it's definitely tied to this. I think his reputation is on the line, that he's seeing that he told everybody. He sat there and his own, like we were asking, hey, Dan,
was a struggle session.
It looked like you had a gun to the back of your head and you were sweating and you were red when you were asked, and you're like, there's nothing there. There's nothing for, we would release things if there was stuff to be released. And to a whole time, Thomas Massie's like, there's stuff to be released. Marjorie Taylor Greene, there's stuff to be released. And Trump's like, there's nothing there to be released. There's nothing there. There's nothing there. It's just a Democrat hoax. It's just a Democrat hoax. It's just a Democrat hoax. Honestly, half these pictures are with Bill Clinton. What do you mean it's a Democrat hoax?
Well, so here's the thing. We're supposed to believe you people. So you said there was nothing left to be released. Then
there's nothing there. There's nothing there.
This, which clearly is something. So then why are we supposed to believe you that this is it? When you told us that this didn't even exist. You are all a bunch of lying phonies. And he just said that there were supposed to be explanations for every redaction. And there were zero explanations whatsoever. You had 30 days to pull this together. And you have done nothing. Okay, but there are other pictures. I don't know. I mean, if it's worth going through them or not, but there are pictures. There are new pictures. So I'm not saying that this is a nothing burger that they've released, because there are definitely, and I don't even know how many we want to show, because I mean, frankly, some of the ones that I saw were like raunchy and yucky, but I don't really want to put that on the show.
Well, I know. We can go over some of them and kind of, don't have to make them big. So if you go to Nick Monroe's tweet, he's been going through some of them. Let's see.
Is his tweet on here?
Up the top it is. Yep. Past the Copperfield.
Okay, I'm not screen sharing it anyway.
Right there.
Okay.
So, if you scroll down to the Bill Clinton picture is there, then lots of monitors. What was weird to me, and we'll go kind of past it, but just kind of describe it, is
Wait,
let's see.
I don't know where I need to be clicking.
Keep going.
I'm just scrolling from his page, and do I need to click on a thread? I'm not a Twitter person, so I don't understand threads.
Yeah, yours is coming up different than mine is, unfortunately.
That's the end of that thread. Is there another thread to click on?
Yeah, let me see. Hang on, where are we at? Mine came up just for the whole thing.
Just click on that one. That's probably the thread, right?
Yeah, it says he requested photos of young girls in swimming pools. Epstein stole photos of her sisters, aged 12 and 16, sold the photos to buyers. I don't know how much of that is true. Epstein had a victim, Maria Farmer, take pictures of their sisters who were minors. Okay. This is in the documents. And he threatened to burn this victim's house down if they told anybody about it. So this is one of the complaints in the documents there. So his own thread should start. Says, don't worry, Epstein is still there too with Bill Clinton. Trying to find the thread that he started this morning, which I looked through. The one at the head of the massage table, hidden passages, hidden rooms, making people disappear, misdirection. I got a guy for that. David Copperfield. Oh, that's still on Nick Tate or Andrew Tate, sorry.
So much of this is redacted. Like, I don't understand.
So something explicit seemingly going on page 15. We're not going to bring that up. Chris Tucker upset. He knows you're not supposed to take photos at a crime party. Another picture of Bill Clinton and a redacted girl. Things are not looking good for Bill Clinton at this time. So there's a girl here.
I see
and
that.
she looks very teenagery because only teenagers wore those kinds of sweaters. Remember those sweaters?
I'm looking more at the pants. That her body stance and everything looks like Virginia Giuffre.
As a teenager, I don't care what you're thinking. That's Bill Clinton with a teenager, right? Okay, here he is. Here's the thing. I'm going to scroll down here. Oh, these are the newest ones. So there's the Epstein files. Be like Epstein files. Oh, these are comments on his thing. I'm trying to find his. Oh, sorry guys, because I had this up. So you were doing this, Nick. And where's your thread?
Why don't you stop screen sharing and I'll read some comments?
Okay, I found it. Found his thread. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, so some of the things that were very disturbing that I saw. So you got a weird inside umbrella, lots of African decor. None of this is like weird until it gets to, I know somebody who has this kind of pedo painting in their house, little kids.
Going to the bathroom.
Yeah, but it's not going to the bathroom. No, it's not going to the bathroom. They're redacted photos in his stairwell. This was, how horrible was this? Okay, so this was a little girl redacted, but fully naked.
Oh my gosh.
I don't think these were horrible.
But here's the question that I have. So
this
here's
massage
the thing.
room was with a naked lady in it. And there's another one. There's another picture in here that's horrible. But this is it's what you think it is.
It's the same one.
Yeah, but there's a naked like girl in here, like a girl, I'm not gonna make it big, but a lot of these are so many naked people and naked girls, naked children. I guess I won't bring up. Some of them are like just. Let's see. It looks like a bunch of kids.
Yeah,
that looks weird.
That does look weird.
Right? Don't know what that one's about. Then Bill Clinton. So that's it. So we can close that.
Here's my question.
These pictures, like you guys can go see these if you want. I'm disturbed. I saw one with a fully like naked child and a woman naked. This was a painting.
So
laying on a thing, looking at the naked child.
So the law that was passed, Thomas Massey, the Epstein Transparency Act, whatever. It said that things would not be redacted just for embarrassment. So I have a question. Why are the photos of people's faces redacted? Was that part of the deal?
I would say that they're minors, right?
But, well, they were. They're not now. We're not trying to protect any minors now. These kids they're all full-grown adults now. And I have a sneaking suspicion that anybody in those photos would want them released. If they're victims, they're probably part of the Epstein victims. So I just don't understand why we have any redactions on faces. Because if they're a victim, they almost assuredly probably want their faces released. And if they're a perpetrator, then their face should certainly not be redacted. I don't understand this redaction stuff.
It is. And the names are supposed to be there too. So
it can't just be pictures.
Yeah.
Because if you have a picture, then you have a name that goes with it. Duh.
Right.
Like, you know who these people are.
Yeah. So there will be more to be revealed, but just from this, what Nick had said, Nick Monroe, aka Crab Crawler, he said, how did anybody go into this? This is just the New York penthouse. How did anybody go in that New York penthouse? If Donald Trump was in that, like, how do you go? There are naked people, pictures in full-size, wall-size paintings.
This isn't even
and
Epstein's
pictures everywhere. It's just all about sexualization of children and women and boys, and everybody knew. So Don knew, guys. There's no like not knowing who Epstein was. There's no, once you've been in that house, and we showed you a handful of pictures, and I didn't even show you the pictures. You can go and look at them, and you've been in that house. Is that something swanky now? Like, everybody's just like, I understand like the portrait of the naked woman in the back. Like, okay, I'm going to give you that. I'm going to give you that as art, right? But then all the naked things everywhere. In addition to the massage tables, you're running this sex thing, right? And you can see Bill Clinton obviously there with a teenager. And how are we not?
We didn't show you like the pictures that I downloaded. I didn't bring up of Bill Gates with a young girl whose face is redacted. There's just so many. Like, we don't have time all night to go through these. That. So, okay, Leah Michelle, what do you expect to come out of this? Like, what are we supposed to?
There's another teen
to come out of this, right?
It's like another teen with Bill Clinton. There's a lot of pictures with teenage-looking girls and Bill Clinton.
Here's what I want to know: why has it been hidden from us?
So I think they're redacting the faces of who could be minors, right?
But if they're minors, then why aren't we?
And why is like the Mick Jagger person redacted in the middle? Is that another girl? Like, it's a very small-looking person, very tiny little waist. If you're redacting minors, then we need to know. You need to tell us why.
Yeah.
You need to tell us why. This one, Michelle, you can, if like, this looks like a teenage girl naked.
Yeah.
Well,
obviously,
here's the picture I was talking to you about of the woman on the thing.
Yeah.
Like that. These are like very, no, don't even open them up, because they're pornography. They're child pornography in this house.
Well, and there's obviously the Clinton painting, which we all knew that was there.
Okay, well, we're gonna cleanse our palate with the elephant.
Where?
It's up there
to the right of it.
To the left. It's to the left. There you go. So baby elephants just don't sleep near their moms. They hold on to them.
Stop it! Like, they're like human. Okay, like when they get, I've said this before.
I got a second one.
When they get rescued and stuff, they go like, thank humans. Like, the whole herd of them goes to thank the humans that have rescued them and stuff.
Wait, we're going to try to do a double sit here.
Leah, this is what our pigs do. This is what our pigs do.
Need you too, Mom.
Oh my gosh. Get out of stinking town.
I know you are you is your palate cleansed? All right, Secretary of War Pete Hegseth. Very interesting. I had a friend who went into the Army to be a chaplain, and he left because he wasn't allowed to preach the gospel. So we're bringing it back. Mr. Stark himself. He's just I can't handle his hair. It looks like a Ken doll, like it's literally slicked on.
I'm here to tell you about a real problem facing our nation's military. It's one you're probably not aware of, but it's a really important one. And it's been going on for far too long. The weakening of our chaplain corps. You see, chaplains are intended to be the spiritual and moral backbone of our nation's forces. George Washington established the chaplain corps in 1775, one of his first actions as general of the Continental Army. Congress authorized chaplains for the Navy that very same year. In Washington's general orders, he explained their importance, quote, "The blessing and protection of heaven are at all times necessary, but especially so in times of public distress and danger." For about 200 years, the Chaplain Corps continued its role as the spiritual leader of our service members, serving our men and women in times of hardship and ministering to their souls. But sadly, as part of the ongoing war on warriors, in recent decades, its role has been degraded. In an atmosphere of political correctness and secular humanism, chaplains have been minimized, viewed by many as therapists instead of ministers. Faith and virtue were traded for self-help and self-care. If you need proof, just look at the current Army Spiritual Fitness Guide. In well over 100 pages, it mentions God one time. That's it. It mentions feelings 11 times. It even mentions playfulness, whatever that is, 9 times. There's zero mention of virtue. The guide relies on New Age notions, saying that the soldier's spirit consists of consciousness, creativity, and connection. The guide itself reports that around 82% of the military are religious, yet ironically it alienates our warfighters of faith by pushing secular humanism. In short, it's unacceptable and unserious, so we're tossing it. I have a directive right here that I will sign today to eliminate the use of the Army Spiritual Fitness Guide effective immediately. These types of training materials have no place in the War Department. Our chaplains are chaplains, not emotional support officers, and we're going to treat them as such. That's why today at my direction, we are also simplifying the faith and belief coding system. In recent years, it ballooned to over 200 overly complex faith and belief codes. An overwhelming majority of the military population only uses 6 codes. 11 are not used by anyone. So we're going to streamline it and move it to a new list of religious affiliation codes so that our chaplains can actually use it to minister better to the flock. More reforms will be coming in the days and weeks ahead. There will be a top-down cultural shift, putting spiritual well-being on the same footing as mental and physical health. As a first step, souls. We're going to restore the esteemed position of chaplains as moral anchors for our fighting force. The 1956 Army Chaplains Manual states, quote, "The chaplain is the pastor and the shepherd. This is a high and sacred calling. But this only works if our shepherds are actually given the freedom to boldly guide and care for their flock." Stay tuned for more. We are going to make the Chaplain Corps great again.
I can't express how much I love this. Like, I don't even have words. There are some times where I have zero problem coming on here and telling you guys, home run. Like, home run. I hope that there's a lot of follow through with this. I don't see why you can't go back to the 1956 Corps Chaplain Handbook, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like, let's go back. If you don't have one, if you have to toss the current one, let's go back to the old one in the meantime. Yeah, that's amazing. Like Leah said, our friend was not able to preach the gospel, and obviously that is not going to be the case moving forward, which is really exciting because a lot of these guys, they just need all of them just need Jesus. Mm-hmm. And so, you know, again, I'm going to tie it back to what we're doing here at Resistance Chicks and Healing for the Fractured Soul is you have to hit things holistically. You have to hit the spiritual side, you have to hit the mental side, and you have to hit the nutrition side, the physical side. And Pete Hegseth really just kind of acknowledged that in one statement, that these chaplains have just recently really turned into counselors, and that's a separate issue. Mm-hmm. That's not this. When you need a minister of the gospel, you need a minister of the gospel, not a therapist. And when you need a therapist, you need somebody that can understand your faith, yes, but you need somebody that understands mental issues, which a lot of ministers just don't. And so what we're trying to do is pull together all 3 of those things. But I love this. I know you posted it to Facebook, but I had not seen it yet. Ohio Croatian says winning.
Okay, so for the last thing of tonight, I thought, it's Christmas week. Let's do something a little bit different. let's go to Baker's Green Acres, and I would like Michelle to play his video, and maybe you can skip a little bit forward, but start in the beginning. This is our friend Mark Baker, and he's going to take you to his milking parlor in the cold weather
Okay, greetings.
in Michigan.
I titled this Go Time. Today's
Can I share it?
14th December 2025.
Mark talks a little slow. Speed him up a little bit.
And I titled it Go Time because in homesteading, small farms, you encounter this. And last night it was cold. I don't know, 0, a couple degrees below. We got up this morning, it was like 3 or 4 or something like that. And then tomorrow it's going to be in the 20s. So we're going to have a warm spell in December, which a warm spell in December around here is, you know, above 32. It's going to be 38 is the high. And then one day it's going to be 41. So we see a light at the end of the tunnel, because when it is 0 degrees, everything is a little bit more difficult. The animals struggle. When you have a long stretch of it, it can be difficult. It's difficult on the people too, on us. It's difficult on the machinery. All the systems suffer when it gets really cold. So the things that I look at first are the systems that I need the most. And that would be like, I need my tractor the most, and you know, it struggles when it's cold. And so you got to plug it in, and vehicles, but most of all was water, right? Because you can have problems when it's cold with water. And I got about 20 cows here total between steers and milk cows, 23.
That's his.
And they all need 10 gallons of water a day.
Okay, so his videos.
Give or take. So my steers are on the pond, and so I will go down there after I'm done milking and break the ice for them. We keep it open, so the ice never gets more than an inch or 2 thick. And they'll go right over to it, and they'll drink, and they'll step on it, and they'll keep that open. So that's really good, because there's 10 of them down there, and so there's 100 gallons of water that I don't have to be pumping up out of the ground. Then for the dairy cows, they need the same, and so we pump that water for them.
It is
because they don't have access to a pond. I don't really want them going out in the elements anyway. I got a low battery sign. If they're doing that, then you know, we're losing, not gaining. So I have to pump water up for them, and that can be, you know, sometimes things happen. I'm just shutting the water off now because I think I've pumped enough into their tank. And then their tank has to be kept open. So when it's 0 degrees out, you have to have a heater in the tank. And we've found that keeping the water from freezing is a lot easier than when the water is frozen and getting it unfrozen. So I titled this Go Time because it's like anything you do, you prepare for the worst. And then when it hits, if you make it through, you feel kind of, hey, we made it.
Yeah,
so
I know the feeling.
Last night before I went in, before I went in and went to bed, I came out like 10 o'clock and did a walk around to make sure all the doors are closed. Buildings that need heat in them to stay open, the heater was on. Like this, for instance, this is a Victory right here. This is the milk house. And you guys kind of were around, I guess, when I built this out. This is the original milk house, but we upgraded it so that we could have running water in it. There's a water heater in there.
Oh, wow.
And there is a heater, a space heater in there, propane space heater. So when I built that, I hope to keep the temperature in there above 40 degrees.
Wow.
So last night it was down to 0. I had the heater on its lowest setting, so economy. I don't need it 70 in there. I just need the water to stay open. And I came out this morning. This is the first place I came because this is what we have to do, is milk the cows. And I came out this morning, went in there, it was 42 degrees. 42 degrees. So it was a couple degrees higher than my target. And so I felt pretty good about that. It's a victory. You know, all the work that we did, putting the ceiling in there and insulation and everything that we did, it all worked out good. I felt pretty good about that. So I'm riding high right now because we're on
That is a good feeling, Mark.
We're about done milking. The cows made it through the night just fine. Everybody was happy and healthy this morning. Of course, the cows are different.
The reason why he's saying this about like just making it through the night, we did the same thing because there was a little circle around Cincinnati, Ohio, and like Montana was in like 30 or 40 and Massachusetts was like 30, 40. And at that time, I don't know about with Mark, but said that Ohio was the coldest place in the contiguous United States.
Wow.
It was, we were right there, Cincinnati.
Mark's in Wisconsin.
He's Michigan.
Michigan. I'm sorry. Yeah,
But and he got it too. We must have been just a little bit colder than him. I don't know.
Than us. They just turn up their thermostats when it gets cold, and it doesn't seem to faze them much. You know, they're still at the hay feed or eating in, and then when they want to rest, they just go someplace and either lay down or stand. And you don't really see that in the summertime because they walk out into the back, and we don't observe them constantly. But when it's wintertime, you know, when you come and go, you just see them just standing there, and you think, oh, they must be cold. They're not cold. When the snow gets on their hoofs, it melts. When it gets on their back, it melts. They stay pretty warm. They fluff up, and they just turn their heaters up. We give them a little bit of extra when it's cold like this because they need more energy, and we just give it to them just to preemptively see that they make it through this time. I'm feeling really good because tomorrow morning it's going to be 20, and then during the course of the day it's going to come up to like 25, and then the next day it's supposed to be 35 or 37, and then the next day after that 41. So that's going to help to warm everything up, get a lot of the roofs warmed up so the snow will slide off. And you know, some guys like to keep a lot of snow on their roofs. I really don't, because if we have a big storm, then it's a lot of weight on the roofs, and I don't like that. I'd rather it just slide off so we're nice and light and nothing's going to happen. This week we have one pig to process. Said low battery again. It's not low battery, it's just that it's cold and the battery's not holding.
Oh, yeah.
Why don't I show you the inside of the milk house real quick? It's right balmy in here. It's warm in here. I'll show you what's going on. Staying warm is real
1 or 2 degrees to 42.
essential to keep that compressor so it turns over very easily in the morning and maintains pressure. And then all of our milk equipment, this is all spare equipment right here, but it stays warm. Our space heater in there is that right there.
One of those.
And that thing's got a thermostat on it, so it shuts off. When I come down to milk, I'll turn it up a little higher, you know, just so it's easier on me in here. But our water lines are exposed so they can have minimal heat and stay open, and I like that. I can observe them. I can see what's going on. This is the dishwasher right here.
Oh, that's great.
And I have to give you a virtual tour. There's a washer machine right there and a dryer machine next to it, so we can launder the rags that we use to wash the cows off when we start in the morning. Because like, if they lay down, they'll have, you know, their udders get dirty. So the first thing we have to do is wash them off. Get a lot of warm water on there, so we help them to let their milk down. And then the bottling operation is here. So I have all the bottles set up for this morning. Just got them fresh out of the dishwasher. And my first load of milk, Jim dumped it in here. And so the next thing I do is I will use this pump right here to pump that milk into these jars.
Okay.
But before I do that, I run a cycle of super hot water through the pump just to sanitize it. And then at the end, I also run another load of hot water through it. And this is the milk parlor. So it's right here. Jim's going to it. Right there, he's got, I think that's Ruby. Is that Ruby? Yep. Yeah, he's got Ruby hooked up.
This is awesome.
That's where the magic happens, in here. You'll notice the floor in here is bedded. And we do that because cows have a tendency to urinate when they come in. And if we keep it bedded just on top of the sand that's here, we can rake that out periodically. And then we don't have a buildup of manure and urine on the floor that freezes. Anytime they manure, we put it right there, and we save that. It's a little hard right now to get out of here, but we save that, and then that will go on the compost. This is where our security team waits. They're waiting. They like to wait in here. And here's the water tank. This might be kind of good to see. Here's my water tank. It's just a cut-off IBC tote, and that's where the water comes out of the wall. We have a slight amount of heat on the other side of that wall. And you notice that spigot, or just that red PVC pipe, is turned down. So when we shut it off, it drains. All the water just rolls out. So there's nothing there to freeze. And there's a bird bath heater in there. You can see that power cord. And a bird bath heater is just a little donut. You see that donut on the bottom of the tank? And it's just a slight amount of heat into this that will keep this water open. And they will get this drained down pretty good in a 24-hour period. So we turn the water on once a day and fill it up. You can't have it on the automatic. This is the automatic water. You can't have it on that because that hose would freeze. And we want to keep the input costs as low as possible. This is the loafing shed where they wait around. And today's the day where we break open a bale of straw in here and kick it around, rake it around so it's nice for them. And that's the outside right there. That door can get slid shut, but yeah, we don't really need to. It's nice and still in here, even though it's 0 degrees outside. It's still not bad. And this is the lineup here. This is the way they did this in 1900. That's when this place was put together. They milked a maximum of about 10 cows. And we have 5 going here. I have space for a couple more. But I don't know, this works out good. You like to keep them all full. And these girls are really cooperative. You know, when their treats are gone, so they get a little bit of a treat in front of them right there. When their treats are gone, they're ready to go out back to the hay pile. So when Jim finishes with her, and he finishes milking her, he'll open her head gate right there. She'll turn around and go for the door, and then he'll slide the door open. And usually, as soon as she goes out, there's going to be one of the other girls that is waiting that will say, oh, it's my turn, and then she comes in. This is the door. We can slide this all the way open if we need to clean out in here, and I can get the bucket of the tractor in. But when it's cold like this, we'll just leave it shut. It's not actually snowing out. This is all just snow that's blowing around. So that's it. So that's what we have to do every day. Today we got a little bit later start. Seeing it was Sunday, we sat around in the house for a little while and yacked and drank coffee, but we don't have a whole lot going today, so once we finish milk.
So that is the life of a homesteader, and we just love Mark, and I love his setup. And if you guys are not already following him, go check him out on Facebook, Baker's Green Acres, and YouTube.
So Kimberly did send me a, she told me and then put it on the internet. So hang on one second. She said that this is another commercial break.
Okay.
It's a Christmas light one, I think. Although don't envy that because it's great, but like that's so much work.
It is a lot of work.
Every day. You don't get a day off. There's no Sunday because he just mentioned the Sunday, right? So when your neighbors say your rooster crows too early, here you go. The podcast listeners, you're not seeing it. Oh my, it's a whole Christmas light celebration.
So my neighbors would probably tell me that because when it got really cold, we put extra Christmas lights inside the chicken coop.
Yeah.
And that rooster crows like in the middle of the night.
I know, because of the extra
Sorry,
lights.
neighbors.
Sorry, neighbors. Yeah. I can't even. That's really good, Kim. That is really good. Let me check a couple of comments. Let's see. Wicked Sykes says, yeah, it was brutal. Kim says, I make sure to have plenty of food out for the birds, squirrels, and deer in the winter. Wicked Sykes says, is your water barrel in the pig barn staying defrosted now that you have moved it?
So we didn't have a big freeze after that. So I haven't filled it up with water. I need to fill it up with water. I'll probably do that tomorrow. And we're going to have like a full week of like almost 50 or 60 degrees. So I will put the aquarium heater or the pond heater in there once we get below 30. And we don't need to watch that. We're done with our show.
I know we are.
Yeah.
So we're not done with our show because I know I told you guys that I was going to tell you this at the end of the show. A couple of things. So I already showed you the picture of the calendar. I'm going to show it to you again. This is what is coming. This is the God's Little Acre, the Homesteader's Almanac 2026 calendar. Those are obviously our chickens. I am insanely excited about this. Here's what I have not decided. I think I'm going to show you 1 month once we get it like ready to go. I'm not showing you all the months. I'm not doing it. I don't know how I'm going to preview it to show you how awesome it is, but you're going to get to see 1 month. You have to buy it. You have to buy it to see it. Probably late next year. Not late next year. What I mean is late in the month in January. I will show you the whole thing and whatever. I am so excited about this Homesteader Calendar Almanac. I can't even, I don't have words. So it's going to be worth the wait. So I will make those available to pre-order, but first I have to get with the printer, and I don't even have it done yet. It's because it's so much, it will be worth the wait. I want to make sure that it's right and that it's good and that it's quality, like it's something. So it's kind of like writing a book. And I wish that we had done it earlier. We did not, and so part of me wants to just like scrap it and just wait till next year. I'm like, no, we're not doing that. There's going to be 11 and a half months that you're going to get to use this, and it's going to go into next year. So I will make them available for pre-order as soon as I order them from the printer, probably in the next week and a half. I'm hoping if I can work on it every day and get to the printer. And Kim, I would like to find out about your printer. I'm going to go down to Milford. I want to try and keep it super local and see what theirs is, but I really did I might take them your calendar down there and just be like, hey, can we do something like this? Because I love it. It's super nice. So, but in the meantime, we are running the biggest sale we've ever done on our, there we are on Rumble, on shop.resistancechicks.com. So you can click on this Sync collection. This comes with an eye pillow and a lip balm. Order it. By default, it will come with a green eye pillow and a mint lip balm. But again, as with everything I tell you, in the notes section of the checkout, if you want a different color eye pillow or a different lip balm, please let me know. I will happily swap that out. The same goes for the tooth powders and the body butters, and even the essential oil blend, right? Anything that's of equal value, I can swap it out, right? So just let me know. So I added that. I also added the Oil of Joy collection, the same thing. Then I added it's called Holy Hair Bath and Body Collection. It comes with a hair serum, and I don't know why the tooth powder's on there. Does it come with a tooth powder? No, I'm second guessing. I think you can choose whether you want a tooth powder. 5 now. So I just want you guys to peruse. I'll have to double check on that because I don't know if I made, I think I did make it an option. So yes, serum deodorant. Oh, these are just the different sizes. If you want me to exchange for that tooth powder, shouldn't have been in that picture. I don't know why it is. But if you want me to exchange it, I can totally exchange any product that you want me to exchange it for. And then back here, I'm going to show you a couple more and then we're going to be done. So this is the basic collection I've never made for you guys available, and I should have. And I'm sorry. So the Oil of Joy Hormone Help Duo, this comes with the body butter and the Oil of Joy, Healing for the Soul. So normally together, this would be 35 and 45 was that 90? So $90. I'm dropping it down to be on sale for $75. Plus right now it's $70. Then you take 10% off of that. You're getting it for $63. I'm crazy. Okay. I'm crazy. I get it. So the collections are the way to go because you will get the best deal from the collections. And then I made the Make Your Own collection available, which comes with the Healing for the Soul and a body butter. And then you can mix or match or choose whether you want the deodorant or the tooth powder or the soap. And I do have the tallow and lard options available there. But if you want anything different, obviously it doesn't have to be specific. So anyway, so all of the collections are on super sale right now. If you were to buy all of these things separately, how much it would cost. Like this one, the men's essential collection would be $105. If you buy it as a collection, it's $85. Now I have it on sale for $78. Now you're going to take $7.80 off because you're going to use the promo code Christmas 2025 to save 10%. And so you're going to get all three of those products for, please don't make me do this math, but I'm going to try $70.20. So that's, guys, it's the greatest sale we have ever done on shop.resistancechicks.com. That will go now through midnight Pacific time, Christmas Day. Okay. If you do make any order, I will get it out as soon as I possibly can. But I would be remiss and we haven't advertised for any of our other favorite places really very much this month. But the number one thing that I actually want to advertise for is not something that we're selling. And that is Trinity Debt Management. If you are finding yourself buried under credit card debt and the interest rates are killing you, please give Trinity Debt Management a call. You can go to resistancechicks.com/Trinity. Look at it all. Watch the video that we did a couple of weeks ago.
This is not a plug for a thing. I hear people do plugs for things. They don't need it. We're in the program.
We're
Okay.
in the program
We're
right
like,
now.
Do we let you guys know about this? Or do we just let you suffer under, 25 or 30% interest rate that we were?
I have no problem telling you. Last year with Patriot Gallery's medical stuff, it was a lot. It was a lot, and we didn't come to you guys for a GoFundMe. We would not do that. We didn't do that. We thought about it, but we were like, no, we're not passing this on to them. And it tried to cripple us. It didn't. We're doing very well now, and I'm so excited. And it's a Christian company. They are Christians. They will pray with you on the telephone.
They will.
We have met these people.
You can
we have
cry
talked
with
to these
them.
people.
Yeah.
Okay, like I would hang out with these people. They are one of us.
They're so one of us. They're
our people.
Trump supporting
Right?
conservative Christians. They're like us. So
Yeah. So Kim says, my printer is in Middletown. That's awesome. Wicked Psych says, I saw the January example you showed. The brilliant. Can't wait. That's awesome. Chris says, your almanac is so much more than just a calendar. Wicked Psych says, I'm excited too. I love this calendar, the recipes, the list of things to prepare, etc. And Wicked Psych says, nobody minds a rooster crowing. You would think, wouldn't you? What song are we singing?
Oh, there's a lot of people that bother.
Oh, come all you faithful.
Rooster crowing's great, though.
It's Christmas time. I don't know if you guys know that or not.
So what are your plans, guys? Put in our chat. What are you doing for Christmas? What's something that you always do? What's one of your favorite traditions that you like to do for Christmas? You make cookies. Our neighbor made us a loaf of pumpkin bread. That was really great.
Oh no, it was so good.
Yeah, because we haven't had any baked goods in a while.
I don't have any problem anybody give me anything I can eat. Now I'm gonna tell you something honest. Leah can attest to this. I've been being really good.
Yeah.
I've cut out all sugar. And that's not true. All sugary things that I would otherwise eat. I'm still using honey. Okay, that's healthy. That's not sugar. Okay.
Yeah, but we haven't had any baked goods.
I'm not eating anything
That's
until
why I was
Christmas.
oh
And you
my-
know why? I'm trying to detox my system. And I've been being really good. And I wanted to cheat.
Have you?
I finished off all your cookies. Leah's got healthy cookies. See, they're made with honey, so it doesn't count. Okay. And I
have
don't know
all
what
the
I'm gonna- here's the
flour.
thing.
So when I bicycle the flour, it's great because then I can start making things and then I haven't had a chance to. What I want to make first.
What?
Grandma Cordis's butterballs.
You like those?
I love them.
I don't really. They're called, so we should tell you guys the things that we make. So they're called butterballs, AKA wedding bells. We were talking to a friend, a family member today with
flour, butter, nuts, and powdered sugar.
And it's not,
I
they're
even
not
have
that
some
great.
organic
They're not that
powdered
great.
sugar.
They're not that good.
And
No, because you don't have hardly any left because I've been using that for my whipped cream.
I have something you should use instead. Okay, all right. So put it in your chat. What do you guys to do? So our neighbor, one of our cousins, second 25 removed, came over today, and she said she has all of her girlfriends come over, and they just make a ton of cookies.
She's doing that on Sunday. Now, we used to make 25 baskets of Christmas cookies.
I don't know how many cookies that was that
and
we made.
hand them out to, we go to the
1,000
library.
cookies.
They looked forward to it every year. We did that for 10 years.
Yeah.
Okay, and I told Leah, I said the other day, she's like, Michelle, I said, we need to make cookies. And she's like, we are not giving out cookies this year. I was like, no, we're not. But we need to make cookies from Michelle. You understand what I'm saying? I need cookies. They're one of my love languages. Oh, come on, you faithful cookies. In my belly.
That was funny.
And we should completely rewrite this song. That would be blasphemous, I think.
Oh,
come all ye faithful, joyful and triumphant. Oh, come ye to Bethlehem. Come and behold him, born the King of angels. Oh, come, let us adore him. Oh, come, let us adore him. Oh, come, let us adore him. Christ the Lord. Which one do you have next?
Sing choirs of angels.
Okay. Sing choirs of angels, sing in exaltation, sing all ye citizens of heaven. God of God, love, love, he abhors not the virgin's womb. Very God, begotten, not created. Oh, come, let us adore him. Oh, come, let us adore him. Oh, come, let us adore him. Christ the Lord. So, question.
Yeah, that sounds kind of Catholic.
So I feel like I need to repent because I wanted to come on here and say that verse was dumb. And so I reworked it in my head. That verse needs reworking.
Let's rework it.
You know what I'm saying? It's not the greatest way that I feel like that could be written. So you guys can put in here songs that you would like us to sing, as long as they're not One Ton Tomato, Dale Jones, or Jerusalem, Barry. So let's see. Let me go to, you asked a question. Deb says, hey, Deb, I ate a whole pecan pie in 3 days, not doing too good with sugar.
Deb, pecan is just sugar with a little nut on it.
Pecan pie is candied pecans in it, but it's so good. And I used to hate it as a kid. I'm going to tell y'all something. I think I still have this recipe and I should make it. I have a recipe for a pecan pumpkin pie. And what it is.
Oh, you've made it. It's so good.
It's a pumpkin pie.
It's very good. It's very good.
With a small layer. And here's why it's better than a pecan pie.
Because it's not like.
It's less sweet. Because each bite is getting a part of that more savory pumpkin pie. Google it. Y'all, and tell me what you think. Pecan pumpkin pie.
Better than, pecan pie.
So good. Ohio Creation says, Michelle, is your back feeling much better? Yes. And I'm going to do a video as soon as I can. And guys, whoever sent that sauna, we have not had time to do the video, so it is still sitting in the box. You will see the reveal video. I promise we will not open it without y'all seeing how we open it. Okay.
Y'all, everybody's like obsessed with like being naked in the sauna. I'm like, dude, you don't have to be naked in the sauna. You
can wear a swimsuit.
Yes.
All right. So anyway, we're going to do that video, and we will not do it in a swimsuit, by the way. Y'all won't.
You can do it. You just need some sunlight.
First of all,
a sleeveless shirt will work.
Ain't nobody want to see that. Second of all, it'll just be regular. Okay. It's going to be good. It's going to be good. But I'm going to do a video on all the things that I have done. Obviously, we're giving glory to God. Obviously, I'm thanking you for your prayers. I'm going to give, right off the bat, here's what I'm going to tell you what I think really made a big difference. The TENS unit that I bought, the red light therapy heating pad, my Dr. Jack, chiropractor, and Kimberly's shake plate that
So the red light therapy that you got with the massager?
Oh, and the massager. Thank you. Whoever sent that. So these are, but I've been taking a ton of supplements. They diagnosed me with a bulging disc and degenerative disc disease. I rebuked that in the name of Jesus, but I'm going to be honest. I had that pain that was unbearable for 6 solid weeks. And you start to think to yourself,
it's never going to go away.
This is my new life. And it's not. And I'm praising God. If you can find a NUCA chiropractor and you have this issue, please go and visit that NUCA chiropractor and start going. That's the type of chiropractor that I have. So thank you guys so much for your prayers. You are amazing. Deb says, I'm headed to Wisconsin to see family on Monday. I'm in Kentucky. That's awesome.
Oh, fun.
Chris says, my
Safe
friend
travels.
and I celebrate with her neighbors by inviting them over for dinner.
Oh,
That's
yay.
awesome. I love that. Kim says, we plan to eat too much food and watch Christmas movies.
Yay! What's your favorite? Put it in the chat.
Definitely.
What's your favorite Christmas movie? Put it in the chat.
Definitely our plan. Wicked Psych says, you are singing in the correct key, but I'm not sure the guitar is. Not a criticism. I love when you sing. Okay. And that's awesome. That's good to know. Steeler says, good song, good show, good night. Amen. Thank you, Stephen. Oh, Holy Night. That's a good one. We can sing that one as many times as you want. Did Leah get a package from Amazon this week?
Yeah. Yeah, we did, didn't we?
Was that from you? See, first of all, y'all need to start leaving. Was there a note in there and we missed it? Kim, did you send the Christmas lights? We have been racking our brains to figure out who sent those Christmas lights. Was that you? Is that what we're talking about? Because we have an unaccounted for Amazon
incandescent
package.
Incandescent lights for the
If that was you, that is awesome.
For the animals.
Thank you. Deb says, "Oh, good. The Nuka is the way to go." Deb says that sounds like the perfect pie. They're both my favorites. That's awesome. Charlie Brown Christmas. Leah loves that, and we have not watched it in ages. I'm telling you, that film has spread the gospel more than any other Christmas film. I think probably hands down. Ohio Croatian says, "Excellent. I never had back problems. The guitar needs tuning." Yes, says Ohio Croatian.
I feel like it's
Maybe we were singing in the wrong key. What are we singing next here? What do you got now?
Let's do Little Drummer Boy.
Drummer Boy. Is it called Little? Okay.
They told me, ba-rum-pa-pum-pum, a newborn king to see, pa-rum-pa-pum-pum. Our finest gifts we bring, pa-rum-pa-pum-pum, to lay before the king, pa-rum-pa-pum-pum, rum-pa-pum-pum, rum-pa-pum-pum. So to honor him, pa-rum-pa-pum-pum, when we come. I love this song. Little baby, pa-rum-pa-pum-pum, I am a poor boy too, pa-rum-pa-pum-pum. I have no gift to bring, pa-rum-pa-pum-pum, to lay before the king, pa-rum-pa-pum-pum, rum-pa-pum-pum, rum-pa-pum-pum. Shall I play for you, pa-rum-pa-pum-pum, on my drum? Mary nodded, pa-rum-pa-pum-pum. The oxen land get time, pa-rum-pa-pum-pum. I played my drums for him, pa-rum-pa-pum-pum. I played my best for him, pa-rum-pa-pum-pum, rum-pa-pum-pum, rum-pa-pum-pum. Then he smiled at me, pa-rum-pa-pum-pum, me and my drum, me and my drum, me and my drum. You know who sings it like that? What's the name of the guy that sings that song on the Christian radio station? He ends it real big. Me. Try it again. Something wasn't right. So on the last song, I was rolling with it, but I hit a lot of chords wrong because I had my glasses on and I was playing like the wrong chord for a few things. So that's why it sounded a little bit weird. Just FYI.
What's next? Oh, Leah likes this one. This is not my favorite, but it's
This is my favorite. This is my favorite.
This is the Christmas version of this song.
Yeah, it's Christmas version of Hallelujah. I've heard about this baby boy who's come to earth to bring us joy, and I just want to sing a song to you. It goes like this: a fourth and fifth, a minor fall and a major lift, and with every breath I'm singing hallelujah, 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 hallelujah. A couple came to Bethlehem, expecting child. They searched the inn to find a place where you were coming soon. Yeah. And there was no room for them to stay, so in a manger lay. Hallelujah, hallelujah.
Do you need me to read the words out?
No, I got it. Okay. The shepherds left their flocks by night to see this baby wrapped in light. A host of angels led them all to you. And it was just as the angel said, you'll find him in a manger bed, Emmanuel and Savior. Hallelujah, 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 hallelujah. A star shone bright up in the east. To Bethlehem, the wise men three came many miles and journeyed long for you, yeah. And in the place at which you were, their frankincense and golden myrrh, they gave in you and you know. Hallelujah, 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 hallelujah. I know you came to rescue me. This baby child will grow to be a man who one day will die for me and you, yeah. Come on now. His sins would drive the nails in you. That rugged cross was my cross too. Still every breath you drew was hallelujah, 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 hallelujah. Come on now. Hallelujah. 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 Hallelujah.
Amen. Oh, that's
Okay,
good.
we can do a whole night and be done.
Okay.
And I will say this. This is a guitar I bought from Michelle. It's a good guitar. It sits there doing its thing. My other guitar is sitting there in the case. And it sounds so much different. I'm even going to let you hear the difference.
Okay. Wicked Psych says, thank you for the music. Let me go over and check YouTube. I know you guys have been leaving comments, but I have a hard time reading them because my screen is pixelated and I don't know why. It's been glitching all night. So let me see if I can get these comments big enough. All right. So earlier, Combat Medic says, I don't believe Charlie was a racist, and I think the woman verbally attacked another woman at work. I can't believe someone would do something like this to another person. She was a bully. Says, it's woke's disease, but the problem is how come these people are so angry over something like a red t-shirt? I work in healthcare and these people are nuts. That's really sad and depressing. Over on the other one, Pamela says, so weird, just finished watching Hunger Games movies now. I never saw them until now, Pamela says. Ballistic Mystic says, Ella Cook was a sheep among wolves and murdered by a snake. That's so true. That's the one that was murdered by at the Brown University. Check over here on Facebook. Mark says,
just a minute, Gabby.
Obama was a follower
Lie down.
of an ex. The Brown University suspect is what I have read. Oh, interesting. That's interesting. Oh, we have comments on Gitter. We don't get those very often. Let's see if I can. Oh, I have to make them smaller. Oh, here we go. Is anyone here? Yes, we're here, but I'm so sorry I didn't actually see your comment until now. I apologize. It's hard to keep track of all the chats. I know you're ready to go outside, aren't you? That's right.
Can you tell her to lie down so she should lie down real quick?
Gatlin, lie down.
Go outside in just a second.
We'll go outside in just a second.
Okay, so here we go.
Oh, Holy Night lyrics. Let's see if I get the same ones as Leah.
It's worth it to get this one out, isn't it? There's a difference between a $300 guitar and a $3,000 guitar. It's literally the difference. That's the price difference.
I think my guitar was like $700, but you're welcome.
I paid $350 for it.
It was on sale.
Yeah.
But you didn't pay $3,000 for that neither, did you?
Was 3 on sale.
No, it wasn't 3 on sale. No, it wasn't.
It's $3,500. It's a $5,000 guitar.
Oh, for crying out loud.
I know, it's crazy.
Hello, babies.
Oh, why do I even bother? Oh, holy night, the stars are brightly shining. It is the night of our dear Savior's birth. Long lay the world in sin and error binding, till he appeared and his soul felt its worth. A thrill of hope, the weary world rejoices, for yonder breaks a new and glorious morn. Fall on your knees. Oh, hear the angel voices. Oh, night divine, oh, night when Christ was born. Oh, night divine, oh, night divine. Truly he taught us to love one another. His law is love, and his gospel is peace. Chains shall he break, for the slave he is our brother, and in his name all oppression shall cease. Sweet hymns of joy in grateful chorus raise we, when all within us praise his holy name. Come on. Oh, the Lord. Keep going. Praise his name forever. His power and glory evermore proclaim. His power and glory evermore proclaim. Oh, holy night, the stars are brightly shining. Oh, come on. It is the night of our dear Savior's birth. Long lay the world in sin and error pining, till he appeared and his soul felt its worth. Do you feel your worth? A thrill of hope, a weary world. Are you weary tonight? For yonder breaks. Come on, it's a new and glorious morn. So let's fall on your knees. Oh, hear the angel voices. Oh, night divine. Oh, night when Christ was born. Oh, night divine. Oh, night divine.
Amen. Merry Christmas, one and all. Merry, Merry, Merry Christmas. Let's see. Ohio Croatian says, Rhode Island is a liberal mess, awful display of politics, college, and less so policing. That's very clear at Brown University. Deb says, Louisville's mayor's son goes to Brown. The mayor is a Jewish liberal. Thankfully, he was in his dorm when the shooting happened. Kim says, amen. And Wicked Sykes says, I love this song. Awesome. I love that song too. That's a really good one. Leah has now lost her pick.
No.
What are you doing?
I'm going to show him something. I'm trying to be careful.
Oh, your moisture thing?
Yeah, I haven't done it in a while. So these
I'm
kind of
afraid it's
guitars, well, all
thing.
guitars need to be actually kept in a moisture environment, which is probably why Michelle's guitar needs to go sit in a sauna.
I don't think a sauna is what you meant.
Yeah, sauna.
Sauna
It
would
needs
dry
to
it
be
out.
warm
You mean
and wet.
a warm sauna, like a moisture sauna?
Most saunas are warm, aren't they? They're hot with.
No,
they're-
a lot of times they're just like hot.
Aren't they usually sweaty?
Anyway, you fill this with water and you set it inside of the guitar to let off like moisture.
Yeah,
it has like a wick inside of it. It's not just hollow with holes in it.
Right.
So I thought you said you were gonna be done.
I was.
Okay, Leah's got one more song in her. I don't know that Michelle does, but Leah does, and I guess you guys do too. Wicked Psych says, thank you. It's one of my favorites. It's a feeling, it gives you a feeling you can't explain. I know, it's so full of the Holy Spirit.
It came upon a midnight clear, that glorious song of old, from angels bound earth to touch their harps of gold. Peace on the earth, goodwill to men, from heaven's all gracious King. The world in solemn stillness lay, to hear the angels sing. Still through the cloven skies they come, with peaceful wings unfurled, and still their heavenly music floats o'er all the weary world. Above the sad and lonely plains, beyond on hovering wings, and over its babel sounds, the blessed angel sings. I don't have the other verses, but I want you to sing them. Can you sing it?
For lo, the days are hastening on, by prophets seen of old, when with the ever-circling years shall come the time foretold, when peace shall over all the earth its ancient splendors fling. The whole world send back the song which now the angels sing.
It came upon a midnight clear,
that glorious song of old, from angels bending near the earth to touch their harps of gold. Peace on the earth, goodwill to men, from heaven's all gracious King. The world in solemn stillness lay to hear the angels sing.
Amen. Love praising the Lord with the Resistance Chicks family, and we love praising the Lord with the Resistance Chicks family. And you know, it's such a shame that Christmas songs are exclusive to Christmas.
We do the 12 days of Christmas. And it's not getting over till the middle of January.
We do the 12 days of Christmas, so we will keep singing through January. But these are songs that are about Jesus that you can sing all year long. So here's the thing: when people tell me, you know, that they like Christmas songs all year long, I just kind of recoil to that. But I think maybe it's because I'm thinking of like all the worldly ones. But the hymns, definitely, I could sing all year long. The other ones, not so much, obviously. So, all right. So we will see you guys on Sunday for our World News program. Please put on your calendar if you would, if you are available. If not, you can watch it back maybe Christmas Day with your family, or Friday during the day, or on the weekend after Christmas. We will be doing our Christmas special on Christmas Eve this year. That will be at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, Christmas Eve. So that's the time if anybody has sent packages or cards or anything, we will open those interspersed with some Christmas stories. We're going to talk about the origins of the Christmas tree, which are not exactly what you think, but we'd like to tell that every year if we can. And we will be singing Christmas carols throughout. Now, like I said, if you have a song that you would like us to sing that we have not sung yet already, submit it. Or even if we have, if you want to submit the songs that you want us to sing, submit them now via email, massfaith33@gmail.com. You can do that. So please don't forget, our sale is going on now through Christmas. All of our collections are on super sale, which the collections in and of themselves are already on sale. Plus you add 10%. It's crazy. I'm giving stuff away, it feels like, but not really. I do appreciate all of your support. You guys are amazing. Thank you for all of your comments, all of your emails, all of your prayers, all of your donations, and enthusiasm, sharing the videos, commenting, liking, showing up for the lives even when we're late. You guys are amazing. I am so grateful for you. I praise God every day that we get to do this and to minister to you guys, and to speak to you guys, and to have the love of God pour back into us from you guys. It's just amazing. It's so awesome. All right. We'll see you guys next time right here from resistancechicks.com. Remember, it's not just a conspiracy theory if it's actually the truth. We love you. God loves you. God bless.